dumb nigga, man. Just
Still that guy.
I just like feeling good.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Ain't nothing changed but the height of his eyelids.
Yeah,
you feel me?
that's it. Well, really, on fucking, that's crazy. I like to welcome, what episode is this, Don?
259.
I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast. You fucking up my intro, man.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, come on, man. We professionals. All right, I'm ready. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast, episode 259.
Yeah.
It's your host with the most, Kris Minor, a.k.a. Dino Spumoni, extra cheese and pepperoni, a.k.a. Talk to Me Nice, a.k.a. Young Kris Kringle, the gift that keeps on giving, a.k.a. Young Polly Walnuts, a.k.a. Wick Damone Jr., you feel me, a.k.a. Wick Ross, a.k.a. the bad boy Goodwill, you feel me? What's good, Dalton?
What's up, man? You know what it is. My dumb ass left my hard drive at home, so I don't have all the overlays I made for this shit. So our names won't pop up like they usually do.
I left my vape at home, so
just
I wish I had that.
There it is.
But
you know who it is? It's Dad Gang. You know what I'm saying? D-A-double-D.
I need that bitch.
I wake up at sunrise, see my sunrise.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we about to hit this family trip, man. We out here.
Yeah, we got some special guests in the building today, man. Celebrity's back. You know what I'm saying? This is your third time, right?
Yeah, it's my third time.
Third time.
That's my FKA. That's my FKA.
Oh, my bad.
You call me by my government.
Oh, my bad. I don't want to fuck up the pronunciation.
It's a hard name to pronounce.
Arsm.
Give it there you go.
Arsm.
There you go.
Arsm Lucius. Lushai. That's
Lushai.
what it is. Lushai.
All right. Arsm Lushai is in the
That
building.
J is an I.
What's going on? Yeah, the J is an I.
Yeah.
Shout out to my family. You know what I mean? That raised me.
The J is an I.
The J is I. Lushai. Lushai.
Strong Albanian name.
The strongest.
The strongest.
The culture is in him.
Yeah.
All right, let me check out your headphones.
Hey, look. All right, so we got a special guest in the building. I mentioned him on the podcast before. Very intellectual. He just said he is the streets of Dallas.
He did say that.
Very knowledgeable guy. A sensible young man. His name is Rodney Blu. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man.
It's been a long time in the making. I think we tried to link up before. I was like, you should come do the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had launched the pod with your homies. It was a sports pod, which I'm not really into sports like that. I'll watch it in passing and stuff like that. But I figured we wouldn't be able to do you come do my pod, you come do, because I'll be like Kobe Bryant, Kobe. That's all I would say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you here, and thank you for being here.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. It's an honor and a privilege, man. I'm a big fan of the work y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big fan of StepBrothers. I fuck with y'all online. You know, I fuck with y'all in real life. So, you know, this is just a full circle opportunity to, you know, contribute to something that's already, you know what I'm saying, that's already a hit.
Yeah. You on the music tip though, something I didn't know about you prior to I guess because you hit me up about like adding my music to a playlist that you were doing or still doing or were doing.
We're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where our relationship started. But I ain't trying to like give it away like too fast, but we might as well. I guess Dallas had this roundhouse conversation on Clubhouse.
Oh,
and their leader was speaking.
Clubhouse, Twitter,
Twitter Spaces.
Twitter Spaces, yeah.
Twitter Spaces.
You know their leader.
Nah.
Who's the leader of Dallas? Who's the leader of Dallas arts and culture?
Hey, from what I see,
talk names, G.
Is it young Matthew? Young
is
Matthias? I think so. Matthias.
That's just
Matt Wynn.
what I see.
Matt Wynn.
I'm from Arlington, bro. I don't know no better. I'm just a boy.
I got you.
Right.
Well, we can jump into that at any point, but like,
but what I was getting at too about it, he was hosting the round table.
Yeah.
The spaces, and you jumped up and you were like, I wrote for a D magazine. I didn't know all that.
Yeah.
So I want to get into that.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get busy. I get busy, and I've been getting busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man, and I jumped into this game. You good?
No, it was all right.
Okay.
It's green.
Party foul.
Yeah.
But yeah, I jumped into the game, you know, pretty early. You know, for all the 20-somethings out there, you know what I'm saying. Once upon a time, I was a 20-something, and I jumped into the scene as a writer. My first contributions were with Fly Times Daily. That's something that, you know, if you had to be there, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, I mean, you can ask, you know, Brandon Blue, 88 Killer, Ish D, Justice, formerly known as Love JT, Brain Gang JT, Bobby Sessions. You know what I'm saying? Fly Times Daily was one of those first, like, really, cultural centric blogs to emerge out of Dallas in that blog era. You know what I'm saying? And they gave me my first bylines. And then from there, I just kind of gradually built up, more and more clips by, reaching out to these publications and letting them know, look, I'm nice with the pen.
Yeah.
I'm tapped into the culture and, and yeah, I've always been, somewhat of a wordsmith, so that provided an outlet for me to not only champion Dallas, Texas arts and culture, but also like flex my pen and let people know like there's somebody out here advocating for you within these institutions. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been my MO, whether it was going from Fly Times Daily, D Magazine, Dallas Observer, Central Track, OK Player, all these places I've contributed my words to realizing niggas don't read no more and deciding to get into podcasting. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a journey in and of itself. And
so weird, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're thinking about, like, 2014, 2015, 2016, the blogs is popping, but also, like, you're coming to a screeching halt. You're realizing, like, oh, shit, that, like, newspaper ain't making no money. Writers ain't really getting paid like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't freelance as a journalist as my sole means of income when everything is on a net 30. I'll write something and I can't, I ain't getting I ain't getting chips for it until the next month. You know what I'm saying? Like, rent due today, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, it was a process, and I feel like, I got into this game as a journalist right as, the newspapers were dying and folding and, and trying to, convert into online media. And then gradually I took, what I watched my dad do my entire life, which was radio. I took that and I took my passion for writing and my passion for music, and I transitioned into a different platform. And that's where you see all these different pieces of content, all these different, content series that I started and, and created sort of take shape. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
I was one of those niggas you're talking about. I did not read.
Hey, man, who does? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but one thing that I knew was just because I wasn't doing something didn't mean that there weren't other people doing it.
Right.
And like I said, I came across you in particular, probably just being on the Twitter scene, and then you were like, "Hey, you." I don't remember. I think it was
DTX Selects, more than likely.
Yep.
Yeah, that was right around the time.
But then you were doing your radio channel.
How Cool.
Okay.
But that was this year. How Cool was this year. Like it. So the first piece was I was invited on to Live from the Underground, hosted by Jay Will. Historic Dallas, Texas podcast, the pioneer of this shit. You know what I'm saying? He was on Deep Ellum on air. He knew of my writing. He actually invited Gabriel Cruz, who was the editor-in-chief of Fly Times Daily, had Brain Gang JT, formerly known as Love JT, then known as Justice, who contributed to Dr. Dre's Compton album and has written for Detox. You know what I'm saying? Who hasn't written for Detox at this point? But you know what I'm saying? An incredible writer, an incredible artist. You know what I'm saying? Garland, Texas is on. You know what I'm saying?
Who's this again?
This is JT.
JT.
Yeah. Man, I haven't heard that name in a while, bro.
Yeah. I know JT. Brain Gang, right? Yeah.
It's been a while.
And he spends a lot of time like with King Los and stuff now, and he do a lot of writing in the background. He's even been advocating to get in the lab with Forbats recently because, like, where he exceeds in so many things vibes wise, there's a little bit more to be desired on the penmanship side. I think he's made a vocal, a vocal, reach out to him, a lob to him, like, hey, if you need some pen work, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's
How old
lock
is
in.
Forbats?
Forbats is, I don't know. I think he's like he got to be just like pressing 20 something, 22 maybe.
Yeah, he's young, bro.
So I mean the writing I get. Well,
this nigga said wet like a windshield. What about on a dry day? What about on? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because he was put in a position where
he
popped really fast.
He popped really fast. His bedroom demo is his debut album type shit. I can hear the fire alarm battery going off in the background of some of the songs. You know what I'm saying? Like but I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. What he did is a proof of concept, and that's also something that I feel very close to because I feel I engineered a lot of proof of concepts in my time as a podcaster, as a content creator. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I can do alone. Watch what I can do when I get a real engine behind me. Right? Watch what I can do when I get some real infrastructure behind me. So I'm not mad at it, bro. But yeah, I was invited onto Live from the Underground by Jay Will, Josh Wilson. Shout out to him. I will forever credit him as the guy that put me on. And yeah, the engineer over at Deep Ellum on Air said, Blue, you do an incredible job on the microphone. Have you ever considered a podcast? I was like, I'll think about it. It took me a couple weeks, and yeah, like I ended up like hosting the podcast on Live from the Underground with my dad. 60s and 70s soul and R&B.
Hell yeah.
We were discussing community issues and inviting prominent figures in the community to come down and talk to us, and you know what I'm saying, some real pro-black shit, intergenerational dialogue, soundtrack with Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, you know what I'm saying, Otis Redding, you know what I'm saying, the golden oldies, you feel me?
Facts.
My dad was not as consistent a co-host as I would have liked him to be.
He got shit to do.
He got shit to do. He got, you know what I'm saying? He got a whole ass truck he got to jump in. So, you know, I wasn't mad at him for it.
Yeah.
And eventually I invited my best friend Mo the Bear to jump on with me, and we ended up changing the format up, and that became Local Over Everything. We had Simon Phoenix DJing for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember Local Over.
A number of illustrious guests from, you know, Gavin Malloy over at Trees right before Bomb Factory had opened. As a matter of fact, I feel like we were the first one to get the news that Bomb Factory was reopening back in 2014.
That was huge at the time, man.
Yeah, because it had been a venue, and it had been a literal bomb factory, like during World War II or some crazy shit like that. And so it was a real ambitious effort to get this, you know, at the time, the biggest venue open in Deep Ellum at the time. And
man, we're old enough to remember when Deep Ellum was nothing.
Nothing. Two times. Yeah. Like this ain't the first time. You know what I'm saying? Deep Ellum has died and come back to life, bro.
I remember getting Chris and Chaz like shows in Deep Ellum when it started resurging again.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like when Club Dada came back up and like all this shit. Like I was like, this shit crazy out here. Like because that used to be, you'd be like Deep Ellum, be like, oh that shit trash. Don't go there,
bro. The fact that we are sharing a playground with people 10 years younger than us, you know, who don't know or who wasn't there, who wasn't bullshitting around at July Alley with all the metalheads and the fucking Profit Bar, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like, who have no recollection of these things, man. It's a trip to look back on. But, you know, I like to think of myself as like, you know, a historian in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Not only did I live it, but I care enough about it to try and preserve it. Yeah. Even for people who, you know, are just a handful of years younger than me. Well, this is how it was. This is who you owe your respect to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
I don't even know any of the new people in the scene, to be honest.
It's a trip, man. It's a new crop every year, and we just keep getting older, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. We just keep getting older. Don't forget to stretch. You know shit. Shout out to Topic.
Oh boy,
you feel me?
Oh, boy.
But yeah, Local Over Everything. Eventually, Burning Bridges with Rodney Blu hooked up with Rocket Lab Studios. Had long form interviews with a lot of luminaries, including Bobby Sessions, the DOC. The owners of Josie Records, Victor Pope Jr., you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Vic, man.
I sat down with all these people and had real long form, intimate conversations in a different format, in a format that was different from the Local Over Everything, just kind of shooting shit with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like it was me on my NPR. And then from there, I think the next venture was DTX Selects, and I did that.
That's what I'm familiar with.
That was quite a while.
That's when we
connected.
Yeah, I definitely remember
because I reached out because I needed a format for me. I needed a format where not only could I, you know, potentially do long form interviews and have conversations with people, but what I really wanted to do was put artists in the same playlist in the same building. That's what at the same table as each other.
In the think tank.
Yeah. It was important for me that artists who didn't know each other or wasn't aware of each other or hadn't even considered collaborating with each other could share a space on the same tape. And then I could also present this tape to people who don't know shit about Dallas hip hop or Dallas music in general. You know what I'm saying? So like now, not only am I making sure that artists have an opportunity to reach out to each other laterally, but I'm also reaching a layman who's looking at me like, hey, Blue, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's hot in the city? Like, who are you listening to? Like, what's all this stuff you talk about and you jamming? It's like, here it is, bam. This is 20 tracks from 20 different artists, instrumentals included, hip hop, R&B, you know what I'm saying? Some alternative, some EDM, like whatever your fancy is. I'm gonna combine them. I'm gonna have them share a space together, and I'm gonna present it to the people. I always consider artists the chefs. You know what I'm saying? 5-star. You know what I'm saying, world-renowned chefs, and it's my job as the waiter, as a table setter, to provide a presentation to make it appealing to people. You know what I'm saying?
Type
You
shit.
do all the cooking, you do all the chefing. I'm going to present it to the people in a way that's palatable, that's attractive to them, that's easy to consume. And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll just go up from there, bro. So
That's kind of like what you did with Local Over Everything, right?
yeah, Local
that
Over
time, 'cause I
Everything
remember
was,
that.
but it was also still wasn't hyper focused. The music wasn't
Yeah.
hyper focused on local artists specifically. It was the
Producers,
interviews.
right? Was it producers?
We actually put out a compilation tape of producers
I remember
through
that,
Local
yeah.
Over Everything. Yeah, the
remember
Locals
that.
Volume
You
1.
must have been on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
on
he
there.
was.
I think Medicine was on there.
Medicine was on there.
Sean Dream was on there.
Lars Blake.
Lars Blake was
Yeah,
on there.
yeah, man.
Kris Minor wasn't on there.
Kris
Nah.
Minor
Didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I think at the time Chris didn't have good beats.
Probably not. I probably
We didn't know each other then. I mean,
Yeah,
I reached out.
yeah.
Darren the Red X was on there.
Yeah, Darren
Blue the
the Red X.
Misfit.
Yeah,
You
Blue
know what
the
I'm
Misfit
saying?
was on
Like,
there.
yeah.
There was a bunch of like up and
Devin
coming
Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The OGs, man. The OGs. So I've done a lot, and a lot of people look at it like, yeah, Blue has been around. We respect Blue. Blue has always been, you know, an advocate for us, a voice for us. And so, like, I have that respect among my artistic peers.
Yeah.
But I'm also, you know, one of the things that the leader of the town hall mentioned was that, you know, despite all I've done, you know, there's what do I have to show for it besides a number of deactivated accounts? That's one of the things he said. I thought that was a nice little shot. It felt like Family Matters to me.
Hey,
like it kind of it struck a nerve.
Look.
It struck a nerve.
Now we creeping on my territory.
That was
And
nice.
That was nice.
It was nice.
I didn't hear that though. So
He tweeted
Yeah, I
it. He
didn't-
didn't say
oh,
it. He didn't say it in the
he
town hall.
tweeted
He
because
tweeted that
I saw
when we
y'all.
fell out.
I saw y'all's back and forth, but
Yeah.
I
I only
didn't.
saw parts of it. Yeah.
So here's my thing, bro. And I talked to Lucky about this the other day.
Yeah.
And anything I say to Lucky, I'll say here, and I'll say to the
And
leader.
so will he.
Me and Lucky have a
Right.
relationship too.
Who, Lucky?
Lucky will say the same shit.
Oh, no.
Oh
facts.
yeah, for sure.
No filter.
So I
Ain't
just
no
felt,
reason to.
I just felt like when I was in the town hall meeting, I saw Dalton in there. I was like, "What the fuck he doing here? This some nigga shit." But
Dallas Town Hall, baby.
Me and you talked about that.
I was just playing. Bro.
I know. It looks funny with my family photo.
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying.
But I've been in this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Yo, one of us. One of us.
so
I'm out here, man. Shit.
So my issue with
I just want to hear what y'all had to say.
the leader in my mind was I just don't like the way he talks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like the messaging, like what he's saying could be 100% true.
Right.
But I just don't like
Delivery.
The fact, yeah.
Right.
What do you mean though? Like
He talks down.
because, like
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But
No, yeah.
You know, I don't know MSAW
Yeah.
that well. I did have beef with him back in the day.
I had beef with him too.
Yeah, we all did at one point. That's how I
You know,
go.
it was kind of during the same time that me and Chris had issues.
Oh, so you just didn't like niggas?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
You got
man.
me.
yeah.
And you know, I had a little falling out with him, whatever, because it was just me being egotistical and shit like that. You know,
Which most
up
artists
and
are.
coming and
Yeah.
fucking. I thought I was hot shit.
Chip on
man,
your
like,
shoulder, man. You gotta
yeah.
have it to survive out here.
I thought I was gonna be, fucking, famous tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I had a little beef with him, and then kind of whenever me and Chris whenever I think I sent you an apology or some shit because of Tez or
Shout out to
whatever.
Taz, man.
yeah, shout out to Tez, and then
The great equalizer.
And then,
You feel me?
in the spirit
God.
of things, I hit up MSAW too, and I was like, "Yo, my fault for being childish back in the day."
Yeah.
I was like, whatever.
How he
How many
received that?
years removed from this beef was that?
Boy, maybe 4 or 5 years.
So it was a Cold War for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
It was
me and
like-
him-
It was a minute. I didn't like
Fuck 'em
anything.
silently.
I didn't like anything Irish. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
It was just like I forgot he said something back in the day.
Damn, that's tough, bro.
Bro,
And then that shit,
it
I
actually
was like-
happens a lot. It like when he first came on the scene, he was a guest on Live from the Underground, and he called the original wave of Dallas artists that I emerged from, that 2014, 2015
Yeah.
era. He called us the seniors that never graduated. Like that's how he came in the game.
Yeah, nah, we not fucking with that.
You know what
so,
I'm saying?
Hold on, bro. So
Yeah.
what I was gonna say is like my point, like, or at least how I interpret things of how he says. Like, you may not like the delivery,
Right.
But some of the message is I think a fair interpretation of some things.
It's valid.
You
It's
know what
cool.
I'm trying to say? Because like, if you don't like the delivery, but what it is, if it's beneficial, You know what I mean? It's like it shouldn't matter what the delivery is. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, for example, it's like medicine. You might not like the taste, but it's good for the body.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Like I said, I'm not defending him.
Right.
I don't even know him on that level.
Right. And
I just agree with certain things that he says. Now, I can't remember specifically what
You
he
can't
said.
judge his merit based off delivery alone. You got to be able to see past the delivery in order to get the message.
I feel like with most people, because most people are ignorant and don't know how to fucking articulate themselves or talk.
Right.
And then you got to look past that to see the message.
So Chris,
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I take it like this, like, because I'm very close with Tony, who works with Iris.
Yeah.
You know, he's the CEO of Iris. You know, we fucked with all the artists he brought out. He has the calm delivery. Imsol's like the rough delivery.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, he did throw a fucking funding fair for people to get access to grants and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, y'all motherfuckers didn't show up,"
Right.
which is true. And
Okay.
they're throwing a showcase with a lot of people we fuck with.
So let me ask you a question. Why didn't the people show up?
How well was it marketed?
Yeah,
Could it have been because? Whoa. Could it have been because?
very possible.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I know you're about to say,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say,
Can you
What
finish
was
it?
it? What can you finish the
'cause I don't
sentence?
know what he
Yeah,
was about
because
to
we
say.
don't have the telepathy y'all have.
No, I'm just saying,
That's for LinkedIn.
We new here.
I was gonna say, could it have been
Y'all
him?
finish
yeah,
each other's sentences.
could it been because
Because
of
they don't like him.
yeah?
Of IMSA.
Because look,
But
look,
see,
it's
Tony
one thing.
texted me 2 months in advance and told me they were working on it. He told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he told me the date, and I was like, brother, it's on this date. That's family day. I can't come out.
Type shit.
But-
but this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, yes, what you said was correct. Like, you might not like the messenger, but the message, cool. But bro,
There is a right way to say things.
I'm
though.
32 years old, bro. I didn't have a dog in that race.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just was sitting in there like, who the fuck is he talking to? But I'm listening. I didn't raise my hand to speak.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You just keep the energy.
I'm just nah. Because look, I'm sorry, but
No,
look,
you good.
when you like,
I'm gonna
it's
zoom
not
in on
even
you.
just like a nigga thing, but like men or just people, like-minded people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a supervisor at my job.
Yeah.
I got people under me that's younger than me and people older than me that's under me. I'm talking to everybody on an even keel.
Yeah.
Right now we coexist as coworkers. So it's like
You don't like the talking down.
right, I just don't do that.
But-
And the reason why I don't do that is because of some shit I feel like Rodney can appreciate is like the generation before us talked down to us. Like that was their way of raising us, parenting us, or brothering us, or whatever the case may be,
to
right?
build you hard
So
body.
it's like, okay, bet I can respect that. But at the same time, damn, bro, I wish you would have just told me, like,
I understand where
wear
you're
your
coming
helmet
from.
because of this.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, dumbass nigga, put your helmet on.
Right.
Okay, because I would like to know the why. I would like to know this. I would like to know that. Like,
I get you, but like it's you know what it is, man. Not everybody responds the same. Not everybody responds.
nobody showed
the
up to his
same.
fundraiser, so nobody responds.
No,
to nothing.
no, but I'm talking about. I'm talking about the criticism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People respond differently to like how you say things. You know what I mean? Like if you sugarcoat something, people might not like exactly understand what you're saying. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Versus when you're fucking
direct and
to the
straightforward.
point.
I get that.
Me personally, I like when people are direct and forward because.
Yeah.
I don't want people sugarcoating shit.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know specifically what he said because I can't recollect. I don't know.
He said the man's the scene before. This is what he said. He said now.
Yeah, so the scene that I was a part of too.
Yeah, that we all in this room were a part of. We the kids that never graduated.
That never graduated.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but
cool.
he's a part
That's how
of
he
that
came
scene.
into the game.
But
That's how he came
he's
into
a
the
part of
game.
that scene.
Well,
too.
he was
Right?
He was a
watched
young.
it
He was
die.
yeah.
He was younger.
He was watching it die off
He's,
and
so
fade
he's
into
younger
it.
than us.
Yeah. No, he
he
came
is.
in with Terrence Spectacle, Debbie Stones, Coach Tev. You know what I'm saying? Like that wave.
The same
although we're all in the same
Like
the same
age-
community now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They came in behind Brain Gang, behind ADD, behind Tunk, behind Topic. You know what I'm saying? And
So
that's
I would say I would be more.
you're probably closer to that range
than you
than
guys,
we are.
for
But
sure.
at the same time, like they came together as a unit,
Yeah.
right? They showed up as we are Iris.
Yeah.
We are coming in to take over the Dallas scene. Y'all are the niggas. Y'all are the seniors who never graduated, and we coming to take
No, I
y'all
don't
spot, do
respect
this
that.
shit the
but
right way.
wouldn't that be exactly
that-
what you guys were saying to me when I had that chip on my shoulder? You know
Not necessarily. And
I'm
like for
coming
me,
in
bro,
take
and
your
for me,
shit.
bro, like it's like for me, specifically for me, you know, I consider myself an artist in the form of conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I have made, you know what I'm saying, my name, and I've made my reputation based on the fact that, you know, I talk with people, I figure things out, you know what I'm saying, I write stories, you know what I'm saying, like, I really, you know, I really pride myself in my ability to sit down and relate to people, you know, on a personal level, have them open up and be able to, like, you know, flow through different rooms, different settings with ease. And I do that because, not because I'm sugarcoating anything, or not because I'm not being myself, you know, in different spaces. It's because, like, I'm approaching you as a human. The type of energy that I carry, the type of, you know, personality that I have, like, anybody feels comfortable having a conversation with me because, I mean, you know, for lack of a better term, real nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you saw, like, when you and I had our shit was just ego wars.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
it was just bullshit.
Just bullshit.
It was literally around that time.
Very
because
surface
I
level.
remember the post. I mean, I don't remember exactly, but it had some shit to do with Iris and beats and shit like that.
But
You
I was
kinda
beefing
went
with.
in
I
there.
didn't fuck with Crit
No,
Life or none of them niggas.
So,
back
oh,
then.
yeah,
So
and
like,
Crit Life-
yeah,
and
I
Crit
was.
Life
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
It was because he won producer of the year.
Chris.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Through
that's what it was.
what's the joint, my man?
Thank you for
Fuck,
reminding me.
I can't remember.
No,
my
I
man's
remember
name.
this.
Yeah, it was because of the.
it was a
I'm
platform.
glad
It was
you
a
remember
platform
that.
he wanted
It was
because
our man,
I'm a
my
parent,
man's. And I can't call his name, but I fuck with him so hard. He's a
D Magazine.
No. He like he flipped clothes for a living.
Digital Dash.
Digital Dash.
Yeah,
It was his
yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
And,
that's a throwback.
Yeah.
I think that was called New Dallas, no? Was it not called New Dallas LTD or something like that?
I think
Was
so.
that not
Yeah, I
him?
thought it was
I think
called
you're
Digital
right.
Dash.
But the thing is,
His
they,
platform.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
platform.
yeah,
they
yeah.
called you the producer.
I also
Yeah,
the best dressing
yeah.
nigga in Dallas, just FYI. Just
Who was?
Digital Dash still is
Well,
reigning champion.
Well, that's because I'm from Ireland. So yeah, I feel you. But anyway,
That nigga can dress, and that
He
nigga
can
has
dress.
made his identity a
That's
nigga
why
who
I
can
said-
dress.
That's why I said I fuck with him more
Nigga can dress.
now.
I ain't
for
mad at
the, him flipping clothes and just him getting
Yeah.
these crazy ass pieces.
Yeah, he gets
But
stupid
did-
fits off.
Yeah, he did make
He
me
gets stupid fits off.
producer of the year, and
Yeah.
it caused a little stir. But
Yeah.
what can I say?
It caused a little.
Why
stir.
niggas be mad about the kind of shit, man? It's all It's all subjective anyway.
course,
Yeah.
of
It's
course.
all.
But-
I stopped paying attention. I stopped putting my heart into
that-
lists.
that's what you're-
Yeah,
That's
but
what-
that's. I think
I
that
didn't get
takes-
no
that's what you
pussy out
responded
that,
to.
fellas. Just FYI.
None of y'all bitches came to me.
Yeah.
I feel like that comes with age.
Yeah,
if you don't have
maturity and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you don't have it at a young age, you get what I'm trying to
Right.
say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes a very special kind of individual to have foresight.
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody
man, yeah.
everybody can have hindsight. You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, for sure.
But hindsight does build foresight as you get older.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Hey,
Like
man.
for me,
Is
For
that
sure.
a, is that an
Don't drop a
Albanian?
gym on us right quick.
That's that.
Does that translate it directly from your native tongue? Is there a phrase in Armenian that
that's just
that
off
correlates
top,
with
bro.
That's
That's
them-
just off top.
that's
bro.
a-
off
that's that,
the dome?
That's that Albanian
that
proverb you was talking about. Yeah, nigga.
Proverb.
Yeah, dude. I got a proverb
Exactly.
for you.
Exactly.
Foresight comes from hindsight. You feel me?
But it does when you
Yeah.
get older. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 'Cause,
That's
like,
very true, brother.
You
Yeah.
you reflect on certain things and you're like, damn, this certain situation is about to happen again.
Right.
You know what? I remember doing it this way.
I've got the experience.
Yeah, let me not react how I did during that time. You know what
Right,
I'm trying to say?
right.
A lot of people are born with that foresight of like,
It's-
I know what's going to happen in the future.
Type shit.
And I've been guilty of
let me
being
deal with it.
reactionary too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like we all are.
everybody's reaction.
Yeah, we
Proactive.
artists in
Everybody's
one way or another.
reactionary.
We sensitive. We see ourselves feeling excluded
Everybody, exactly.
or not a part of like the in crowd or whatever, and like and egos take over.
My
so
whole
we've been there.
my whole thing is
Delivery.
I'm not sitting anywhere and letting anybody talk to
down.
me any kind of way.
Yeah.
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that were there probably know this man through and through, like how me and Dalton know each other,
Yeah.
or how me and Celebrity can rock. Like they probably okay with him talking like that. I'm not.
I think there's a level of insulation that that's involved there. If you've never been punched in the mouth for talking to somebody crazy, then like you'll continue like those.
No, for sure.
And regardless of whether or not he's right or wrong, he's consistently supported and advocated and in a lot of ways protected
why do you think
by
that
his
is,
people
then?
because he's not a tough guy.
Okay.
All right, because he has helped facilitate the artistic careers of so many people who are willing to go to bat for him,
Yeah.
then he's never had a proper checks and balances on how to, maybe internally, maybe within his own camp, maybe he don't talk to Devi that way, or maybe he don't talk to his artists that way. But because you are insulated by the people who protect you and the people who feel obligated to you, then you haven't been in a position where now you gotta cash that check you wrote with your mouth.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that leads people to feel like I can talk that way.
I'm not even finna sit here and
Man, I could talk a lot of shit.
Dalton, when Kendrick said that I'm the biggest hater shit, Dalton thought of me first. Because he know how I
way
get
that
it
you
up.
walk, I hate the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress.
I'm like that type Tom.
Yeah.
But like I got asked a question by Rakim.
Al-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Big OG, triple OG.
All through and through. Just met him.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, I don't even know. There's certain people that I met, like
He's
Seven.
tapped in.
Have you met Seven before?
7 Chains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. The rap he rapped.
Or Lucky 7, you talking about?
Lucky 7
Not-
or
not Lucky.
Not Lucky. The other
And
7.
you spell it like
7 with a 7 inside of it. Yeah. That's my boy.
CEV.
Yeah. That's my brother's boy.
That's 7 Chains.
7
right?
Chains.
I
Yeah.
didn't know the change part.
Yeah.
My bad. I first met this nigga, bro. Seven. I had to go do like some producer shit. He had everybody at his crib. It was me.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, you dropped me off after the
Yeah,
pod.
absolutely,
It was me,
yeah.
my boy Da Vinci,
Joseph.
and another producer, and it was Joseph, him, and CJ, the fashion. First, I didn't even make it through the threshold of his apartment. He pulled out the Palo Santo, hit me with it. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, what are you doing?
Hoodoo?
Yeah.
Right.
He was like, oh, nah, bro, it's fine. So it's certain, like, and I sat there quiet for like 45
This nigga just
to an hour.
disrespected me. This
Yeah,
nigga
didn't know.
just anointed me with some shit.
I just didn't understand.
Right.
I
Bless
ain't
you,
never
brother.
come in contact with a person like that before in my
Peace
life.
God.
Right.
So I was like, hold on, let me really assess, right? And he ended up being a really cool guy. We
Right.
chopped it up here and there ever since then, whatever. But it was kind of the same way with Rakim when he started breaking down like this, and the third. But before we even did the pod, he asked me a question. I ain't gonna say no names because I ain't on that type of time. The insult shit I am, but not alluded to the question he asked. He asked, would you put X, Y, and Z rappers in Dallas on the same pedestal as your favorite rapper? So I said, Well, first he asked me where I rank these artists, X, Y, and Z. And so I was just 7, 8. He's pretty good. 9, whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, now who's your favorite rapper? I said, Hov. He said, now would you rank these niggas next to Hov? I said, no, what?
Yeah.
So like that's so
Yeah.
if I can make that comparison and not be about anybody, the same way he's saying to you about seniors that didn't graduate or whatever. I mean, who's graduated from the Irish?
Right.
And that's a fair assessment.
But time has proven that. Right, as a youngster, you know what I'm saying. Like you supposed to have that. That
was when he came in the game, Chris. This has been years now.
That's how you made people know who you were.
No,
it's by disrespecting us.
I'm saying,
But
said
now,
that then,
No, I know what you're
what's
saying.
going on now?
but where we are
Yeah.
now, we all hitting 30, close to 30,
Yeah.
realizing that this shit ain't no cakewalk, realizing that there's no real platforms out here to
Amen.
really elevate you, and it's all DIY. He's a lot closer to the seniors that never graduated now than he was
He
back
knows
then.
now.
He understands
Look,
now, and
Chris.
it just took time. Time is the ultimate teacher.
Because at the end
Like
of
I
the
was
day,
saying, like
I'm
I
gonna
was
die
saying.
ignorant, so I don't understand shit.
because at the end of the day, look, the people that came in our camp,
Yeah,
Miles ain't here.
Yeah.
He in LA.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
guess what? Miles doing shit.
Yeah.
KB doing shit.
yeah.
He
Brandon,
signed a TD.
oh,
Bando.
I'm not calling that nigga Bando, bro. I'm sorry.
I know, we know him personally.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not
Right.
calling
But,
him Bando.
I'm saying for the listeners,
Yeah.
Bando, his new album,
Yeah.
Right.
in a week,
200,000.
200,000.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on Chaz, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Chad said he'll be here on the 31st too.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's
Right.
all our camp.
Yeah.
Right.
We have directly
The
touched
proof
that.
is there. you have success stories.
I don't hate to have to talk about it, but I'm saying like that's just is what it is.
Right.
I'm feeling that whiskey,
Dalton,
boy. Talk your talk.
Hey, talk that.
Talk that talk, nigga. Talk
Like
that
we ain't
talk.
doing no whole bunch of jaw jacking on Twitter Spaces. You know what I'm saying? My niggas bringing in plaques.
Dog coming out.
You feel me? My niggas bringing in plaques. You feel me? Like it ain't even, and it don't need to be said. It don't even need to be stated.
Look,
Type shit.
There's a lot of overcompensation that's happening.
Like no one ever talks about
You know what
Miles.
I'm
It pisses me off, bro.
Nah, man, I fuck with Miles, bro.
does too much, bro.
Yeah.
No, Miles is crazy.
It pisses
I
me
taught that
off,
nigga
bro.
everything
Super
he know.
Miles.
Yeah. Super Miles.
Yeah.
Taught that nigga everything he know, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyways, since we on this,
And putting people on. Go ahead.
yeah, facts.
Nah, he way open, bro.
Yeah.
Since we on the spirit of competition, I kind of want, because you tweeted something that I feel like I didn't know you prior to this happening.
Right.
So I'm just curious, how do you feel about Aubrey? Like prior to the Kendrick,
Yo, why you smirk like that?
because I didn't know. Because when I saw you say
He ready. He was waiting.
you were praying for this to
Tiffany
happen type
has
shit.
already.
So I'm just curious, like you didn't fuck with Take Care, nothing was the same. Like where you
Fuck
stand?
take care, Chris.
I'm just-
Fuck that shit.
Go to my Twitter profile, hit the magnifying glass,
Yeah.
and type in Drake, and you'll see exactly how I feel about Drake.
Okay, let me go.
I have felt the same way I felt about Drake right now as I felt in 2012.
Yeah.
He's a child star, right? He's an actor. And the greatest role he's ever played to date
It's Drake.
is Drake. Aubrey Graham is an actor who has played this role to perfection, almost so much so that we have no idea actually who he is. He's almost become a parody of himself.
Yeah,
He
where
got
Aubrey,
legit.
where Aubrey
Look at him now.
Drake ends.
What
type
is
shit.
Aubrey? Like who he is now? The shit he talk now. Granted,
Combination.
great. You know what I'm saying? Like the music speaks
Yeah.
to people, to a lot of people. It might not speak to me, but it speaks to a lot of people. So
Yeah.
you cannot,
He big.
you can't deny his artistic merit. You can't deny his hit making or hit facilitating ability, right? I'm not taking that away from him.
Yeah.
There are some Drake songs that are that I have in rotation,
Yeah.
right? But as a person, as the man beneath the art form,
Yeah.
right? As what he stands for, I have never in my life been a Marvin's Room ass nigga. I have never told a girl, fuck that nigga you with, you should be with me.
Yeah.
Fuck, I've never been a dirty Mac. It's fuck Bobby Womack and it's
Yeah.
fuck Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fuck Bobby Womack and it's fuck Drake. You feel me? 11/28/90. You feel me? Like it's so yeah. You can go back in the annals. You can go back in the chronicles. You can go back in history and see that I've always believed Aubrey Drake Graham to be a type of nigga who spray his cologne in the air and shimmy in the mist. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who he is, and I'm not that.
That's the perfect analogy.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Shimmy in the mist, bro. Like you know, for Kendrick to have finally, you know, taken the shot in this Cold War that they've had between each other
years.
since fucking Problems, or since, you know,
the
BET
Cypher.
Control is-
You know what I'm saying? Since
Yeah.
Control, you know what I'm saying? For those shots to finally ring out, you know what I'm saying, is justification for me. And what it does, I feel like on a social construct, is what it does is it draws a very visible line, a very ostensible line.
Yes.
Who are you for? What do you represent? This battle is so much more of an ideological and a metaphorical battle than it is between one man and another. These are ideologies at war. You know what I'm saying? This is style versus substance. This is aesthetic versus what's real, what's tangible, what you can feel. You know what I'm saying? And what I really enjoy from it is not the anthem that is taking over the world, calling Drake a pedophile and have us all crip walking and you know what I'm saying, and calling this nigga a freaky ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like all the quotables, all that is great and fun. BBL Drizzy, all that is great and fun. People who have no dog in this fight are chanting hymns that are, you know, that are offensive shots.
Chanting him.
You know what I'm saying? That is
He started humming in that bitch.
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
6ix9ine.
that are you know, say affirmations of your allegiance in
type
this
shit.
ideological war. You know what I'm saying? Like
You know,
aside from all of that, the greatest thing to come from this is that we see who's for substance and who's for aesthetics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Back the curtain, brother.
And as bad as Drizzy is losing, as butt ass naked and strung up as he is, with all of the information that has been revealed and all the jams that have come from this, there are still people who insist that he is the superior artist, that he is the winner, that nothing you can say can convince me out of this OVO cult that I signed up for way back in the days of Take Care, way back in the days of Thank Me Later.
They sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
As always, fuck Take Care, trash.
That's a Weekend album. That's a Weekend album.
I don't even
that's a
like
little
that
bit of a
shit. And they call
stretch.
it.
That's a Weekend album,
fuck
bro.
that shit, bro.
That's a Weekend album.
So look,
I just don't think it was that like
I'm gonna zoom in on you.
far. Like, how can I explain?
yeah, please do, brother. Please do.
It was an ass whooping, bro.
Kendrick won. I
know you said
think
you
it's a
don't
lot
fuck with
closer.
Kendrick.
Right.
Like
I
that.
think it's a lot closer than what people make it out to be.
I
Absolutely
think record
not.
for record, 100%.
Absolutely not.
Record for record,
Absolutely
100%.
not.
But we live in real time. And if you were
Absolutely
sitting in your
not.
crib
No.
Friday night,
I
the
agree
Friday
with
before
you.
Cinco de Mayo
Absolutely
weekend,
not.
I agree with
right?
you.
And you
I
sitting
agree with
there
you.
and you like, damn. And for me, as a Kendrick fan, as somebody who has loved Kendrick since Section 80,
Yeah.
since Overly Dedicated,
Yeah.
right? As a Kendrick fan, I heard Family Matters and I got mad. I balled my fist up.
Look-
I said, he got him one.
No.
Yeah,
He really
'cause
got him.
me and my wife watched the video.
Yeah, like, I was
And
like,
we
oh,
were
shit.
both like, hey, that shit was nice.
That shit was nice.
No,
It was
hey,
funny.
this-
It was comical. It was
hey.
3 different
Th-
songs.
This,
Hey.
this battle has my wife dissecting lyrics. I never think I would see this in my
let me
life.
tell y'all, let me tell y'all something that I know that I hold near and dear to my heart.
What, Chris?
When he dropped Euphoria,
Oh yeah, we talked.
it was done then.
Yeah,
The rest is just injury to insult.
right.
Because
man.
I'm looking at this shit, like you said, this is multi-layered. For me, it even goes down to blackness.
Right,
That's
100%.
All the ways at the core of
Yeah,
this,
for sure.
It's about
not a fucking colleague.
you
Hey, you a
black,
colonizer.
but you not a
We don't have no
nigga.
dog in
Right.
this fight, brother. Sorry.
You black, but you not a
Let's stay over
nigga.
here.
Right.
But no, I'm gonna make a universal conversation from a rapping ability. Rapping, just strictly rapping.
we ain't got to talk about that. Yeah.
He won off Euphoria. That was it.
Oh yeah, we talked about it last
was
week.
it.
That was all you needed.
But then, you know, you get the 616 and whatever, and you get the Meet the Grams. Cool. But it wasn't until Not Like Us when I said, "Oh no, this nigga's a."
So let's
when
play
he
by
said
play it.
certified boogeyman, I'm
Yeah.
the one that up the skull with him.
Yeah.
Walk him down whole
Wop
time.
wop 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 wop.
Walk him down whole time. I know he got some hoe in him.
Yes.
Pole on
Yes.
him. Extort
Hey.
shit. Bully. Different. I said, nah.
My son dances to this song,
Nah.
bro.
Yeah.
And he too.
It's a banger.
Nah.
It's a banger.
He said, every time he tells the only one to get your hand-me-downs. And Party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case.
Why is he around? Certified lover boy? Certified pedophile.
Come on, bro.
Yes.
We got
No
people
bar
jamming
was
to-
wasted.
No
Not
bar.
a single bar was
Hey.
wasted.
And Isaiah played it in Houston. They were crazy.
That's
Yeah.
why I tweeted the other day. Hey, the boy still got Vegas
because
left.
he said Houston and Vegas, right?
Yeah,
Bro.
he still got Vegas left.
Bro.
Because Houston, we
Because
see
Houston,
it.
Atlanta, bro. Let's play by play.
Play by play.
Let's play by play it.
Play by play. Like
Like
that. Was first.
that came out right.
Crazy.
An incredible record for one.
Yeah.
Rodney O.
What,
you know
you
what
didn't
I'm
like that
saying?
record?
She said, I like that record.
Yeah. What you like that record?
Yeah, like that. Like that was
that
first.
was incredible. And then we got what? Push-ups?
I
What?
think so.
I
No,
thought
we
it was-
got we got J. Cole shit, but if you want to throw him in there,
J. Cole bowed out, so
Yeah,
you know,
he's-
like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Kendrick. You're the best.
yeah. He bowed out, so we won't
It's on
even
my festival.
Hey, it's just
drop and give me 50. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just- but-
And then tailor-made freestyle, right?
The
then tailor-made freestyle. One
J.
with-
Cole
one
dropping
with-
out.
with the AI joint.
with Anthony
AI
Mackie on
with AI Snoop and AI Tupac.
Kendrick
Weird
Lamar.
shit.
Awful.
West Coast
Some
Savior.
weird nigga
Awful.
shit for one, because in any time that Kendrick referenced Tupac, it was with the permission of his family for one, and then for two, it wasn't Kendrick's lyrics being funneled through an AI
And
algorithm.
he didn't even rap like him.
He didn't even rap like
He was
Pac.
just Drake with
he
a
was
Tupac.
just Drake with a Tupac filter, right? He was, and then Snoop
No,
woke up the next
Chris.
morning like, when did I record this?
It was
You know what
Anthony
I'm saying?
Mackie's. It was Anthony
It was
Mackie's.
Anthony
Tupac.
Mackie's Tupac.
That's what I said.
Hey, but just to throw a little thing in there to go back to J. Cole, it came out is they said Schoolboy Q told him advise him.
You should sit out. You should sit this one out.
When he was at Dreamfest.
They said he opened the portal like Doctor Strange and came from the future to tell him, like, look, you don't want no part of this. Sit your ass down. I'm out.
So, yeah, like you were saying,
sit your ass out, cuz.
We got the Push-Ups record, then we got the
Tailor-Made.
Tailor-Made.
And then 6:16 a.m.
And what Drake did at that time, let's not forget that Drake put Kendrick on the clock. Drake set up the shot clock and was like, all right, we waiting.
Where y'all at?
Where y'all at?
He kept posting his manager.
Where is it? You know what I'm saying? 6:16 in LA came out. It was like, whoa, this is
Euphoria was first.
Euphoria came out before 6:16?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like the next morning.
Yeah.
He dropped a double banger.
And then 6:16, I didn't even peep.
Alchemist, bro.
Yeah.
No, that was Family Matters.
No,
that wasn't Family Matters.
Not Family Matters. Meet the Grams.
Yeah,
that was
Meet the Grams.
Hey, we don't even talk about Meet the Grams.
6:16 was Soundwave. And,
yeah, I got you.
But that was a fucking like coming to God moment for Kendrick. Like, hey God, I'm sorry, I'm finna have to do this.
Right.
And then that's the one that people are going back to now.
I'm going to war with this nigga. Like I'm loading the clip. You know what I'm saying? And so 6:16 and Euphoria came out. Boom, haymakers after haymaker after haymaker. Like you know, like we not.
And then stepped on Family Matters.
And then Family Matters dropped, which is like, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more.
Here's
bro. Not even like it felt like in the moment in real time. I counted 6 minutes between Family Matters dropping. And then
I don't know where everybody got the hour shit
from. I counted 6 minutes, bro.
My thing about
was not allowed to breathe.
My thing about what was it? Meet the Grams dropping immediately after.
Yeah.
It just felt like to me after listening to it that he had recorded that maybe majority of it when he dropped the first one. What was it? 6:16. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like he already had that like
in the clip.
In the clip, and then maybe made some adjustments and then dropped that night. Or whatever the case may be.
Right.
That's why, and during the time it was crazy.
Yeah.
Because I even texted Tez and I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's tough.
It felt like he was sitting in the studio right then and there and just pressed the button.
I dislike Kendrick. You know what I mean? I don't like him.
Yeah.
So there is a bias to me.
Right.
I still give him the win.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Do you like any of these records at all?
Nah, I can't say I don't like them.
No.
I thoroughly enjoyed everything that he came out with.
Okay.
Thoroughly.
Right.
And I'm just saying, as a non-fan.
And it bothers me.
I'm just asking as a non-fan.
I felt the same way about Family Matters. Family Matters felt like a gut punch for me as a Kendrick fan.
Me, and
it felt like a gut punch. I was like, he got one off. He got one off.
It bothered me so much when Meet the Grams came out because it's like, it was like
it changed the tone
of voice.
Yeah, it changed everything.
Like, yeah, that shit
it was
cool,
dark,
but like,
bro,
let me talk to you.
He told his mother, your son should die.
Yeah. Your son is a sick man.
That's why I said, crazy.
Crazy.
If Meet the Grams would have dropped the next day, I don't think it would have made as much of an impact.
Absolutely not.
It was timing. Think it definitely had to do with the timing.
He said, I can predict your angles.
But I'm trying to think of in the future when you look back at it, kind of like
he played this shit beautifully.
I think you can't talk about the record. You can't talk about any of the records in a vacuum. You can't talk about it as it is an even exchange because what happened, the biggest. Not only are the revelations and the bombs dropped and the lyrics are such important factors of Meet the Grams, it was the timing. It was the fact that he stepped on Family Matters.
No,
and I think history has to
even go back right quick. Right, just right quick. To even go back, this whole time, niggas really thought OVO had a mole. So that was a huge factor for me.
Yeah.
Until I, was out of the moment.
Information.
Like, why is he dropping consistently like this?
Right.
Why
is he responding to everything? Right.
Why is he already on time responding to everything? So, like, even that part, strategically.
Yeah.
He was just waiting.
But that's why I said I give it to him.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, like he said, like,
this nigga.
Record-wise.
Record for record.
We got unbiased. We got unbiased right here, bro.
Record for record.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. Now, my opinion probably doesn't hold too much weight.
No, it holds some weight.
You know what I mean?
Albanian.
You like push-ups?
It does to me, bro.
You know what? I liked it when it dropped. I don't like it as much anymore.
Right. Because you saw how much further it went or how much.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what I mean? So when I listen to push-ups now,
the test of time.
it was very just like, let me just see where he's at.
Yeah, let me throw out some test jabs.
Let me just see where he's at. My thing is Family Matters to me, I think is the better record out of all of the disses. like that is the catchier record. Which
it's
is
him playing
crazy,
in Drake's arena.
which is crazy.
Not like us, you mean?
Yeah, not like
Yeah,
us.
look, because like in never in the history have we heard an anthem where you want to dance to call someone a pedophile.
It's so
First time.
it's so region based,
Right.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have.
You
that
have
anymore.
the entire
Yeah.
West Coast,
You know what I mean?
unified in this sound.
And it
in
felt
this
good,
anthem.
as
too.
a New Yorker. It
felt
fucking
good.
bothered me.
Oh, well, that did.
We already got it. But it's the
'Cause
truth.
you're not like us, bro.
Because I still hate Tupac and I still
Right.
hate the West Coast from when I
Right.
was 5 years old. You know what I'm
Right.
trying
It
to
felt
say?
good to hear a region-based record.
It
Yeah,
did. It did.
100%.
It made me feel like finally we're
Look,
getting some
bruh.
diversity.
See, look.
Instead of everything sounding so bland.
It penetrated all the way.
It did, but that's why I gave him.
And it handcuffed Drake because not only do I have a record that unifies the entire West Coast, a record that everyone loves, that plays in your arena, right? The banger, the club song, the song that's going to run the
And
summer.
TNT.
That's why,
You know
that's
what
why
I'm
no one
saying?
cares about the Heart Part 6.
But
no one cares.
also,
Yeah.
on top of that, I've exposed you for being a colonizer. I've exposed you for taking the sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of you know what I'm saying? Pulling a you know what I'm saying? Pulling a Shang Tsung and taking the sounds and the energy and the culture of all these different places. What now? You have to put out a song. Now if you're going to respond, it's got to sound like Toronto. It's got to sound like Canada, because I already called you out for stealing Atlanta sound. I already called you out for stealing Houston
see,
sound.
my-
I already called you out for stealing Memphis
My
slang.
problem with that is, stealing Memphis slang. I mean, his pop's from Memphis, so we don't really know exactly.
He ain't fuck with that nigga before it was
You said
profitable
you
to fuck
know
with that
that.
nigga.
You
He
said
ain't fuck
Pac,
with that
you
nigga.
said Pac was from Memphis?
His
No,
pops.
his pops.
Oh, I was about
His
to say,
dad.
what the
Pops.
fuck?
Stop the pod.
Tupac from the Bronx, first
Right.
and foremost.
Yeah.
So he East
Baltimore.
Coast. He was born in the
Kendrick,
He's
Bronx.
born in
need ya.
Baltimore,
Let's
bro.
go
He's
save
born in
ya.
Baltimore.
Okay, all right, he know better.
But he is East Coast.
He's East
let's
Coast.
let's get it real.
And Tupac is
Black
Drake.
coastal.
Hey,
He's
I
black
tell this all the
coastal.
time, bro.
Yeah.
I tell this all the time. I'm like, bro, Tupac's from the East Coast, bro. He didn't move to LA till he was like 16,
But
bro.
that's why, like, you know, it's like I said, you could compare.
But
Drake
he gives
and
all
Tupac
he
because
gives all his credence and
No.
his knowledge.
I'm
and-
never comparing Drake to
You
Tupac.
can compare.
He give all his shit to the Bay though.
His
He
upbringing.
give
Where'd you
all
get
his
put
shit to
on?
Oakland.
Where did you get put on?
Yeah,
You know
he
what
give
I'm saying?
all his he gives it up to Oakland.
No,
every
for
time.
sure, for sure. But like
Every
I said, you
time.
could compare. Like I said, just Tupac was an art.
I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga.
I want to see if he goes.
Yeah, straight up.
But like I was saying, you know, Tupac is like, you know, he grew up as a art student or whatever. You know,
Hell yeah.
he was, you know,
Juilliard.
knee deep in what's her name, Will Smith's ex-wife,
Jada
or
Pinkett.
whatever. And then
Whatever.
you know what I mean. Then he grew up in the Bronx in New York, and then he moved out to Cali, and then all of a sudden he's West Coast. So you could kind of. You could kind of see the similarities between
You
Drake
want to,
and
but I
Pac.
feel like
obviously it's a lot more diluted.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to
Sure,
say? I'm
right.
not saying fucking.
You're talking about the
know,
journey.
I'm talking about the journey. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about the person himself.
Right.
Because it's a
I'm here.
different.
I think it's closer to. I think Pac is
I'm here.
closer to Wayne in that regard, because Wayne was an art school student.
Yeah.
Wayne was raised. You know what I'm saying? In
if you want to talk about the person aspect,
Right.
even the
Right.
journey too.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You know what I mean? Because like you said, Wayne was an art student.
You know what I'm saying? He grew up with. He ain't never necessarily had to. You know what I'm saying? Do no dirt himself.
Yeah, but
We
he
not
was
gonna let a
affiliated
Canadian
and-
motherfucker
Close
talk.
enough to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he wasn't a child star by any means.
As I keep saying, he's from Canada.
Right.
No,
right.
but like
I know he's close to New York, but he's Canada, man.
Right.
first and foremost, I'm an American.
Right.
All right, so I don't fuck with Canada like that. So in that regard,
But the border's the closest up there.
Yeah.
So he
but-
was hearing New York music.
I think, but like, yeah.
Imagine if he took Biggie's sound, bro.
overall,
I get it,
think.
but I'm talking about in today's game. I think everybody takes each other's sound because shit is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
bland. So now a lot of people, and obviously when I'm saying taking everybody's sound, it's mostly from the South, because even New York shit now sounds like it's from the South.
Thank you.
You get what I'm trying to say? So now everybody's taken from the South. So now, like, you're gonna point a finger at him for taking sounds when it's fucking everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
You get
Is
what I'm trying
Kendrick?
to say? But that's West Coast. West Coast has always been West Coast.
I mean, you can say that, but
all the time.
Kendrick
I don't
different,
hear,
bro.
Kendrick's different.
I don't hear West Coast artists sounding like Southern artists.
No,
so
I
it's
don't.
possible
I
to
don't.
it's
You get what I'm
it's
trying to
possible
say?
it's
So-
possible to be original. It's possible to
It's
not.
very possible.
You know what I'm saying?
Of
To
course.
not-
I mean, even what Cash Cobain doing for New York is crazy to me right now.
I'm not
I know
I'm not
you-
familiar. To be honest with you, I haven't heard a song.
You didn't hear the Fisher shit?
Nah, I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, that's your heart.
Is it?
That's your heart, man.
Wait, you being for real?
I'm being so serious.
No, yeah, you not tapped in.
Bro, I'm not tapped in on new music, so.
Hey,
New York?
I'm
hey,
not tapped in on new music. I
Did
still
you-
listen to
speaking
Griselda.
of-
You
Did
listen to Ice, you ain't listen to Ice Spice new shit?
wait,
Boy,
Chris,
no.
Chris,
I'm just playing.
Chris.
Did we really just do that?
Yeah, I'm
Chris.
just fucking with him.
Did you hear the new Don Toliver with Charlie
That shit
Wilson?
crazy.
With Charlie Wilson? Yeah, I heard that today.
You didn't
yeah.
see that?
Yeah, that's
Nah,
crazy.
I saw it, but I haven't.
He got him in the video, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
like,
nice.
oh man, they got the
I'm kind of
mannequin out
mad that
here, bro.
he chopped up the
And I hate the flow. Like, because
Of course.
that new nigga sound that, you know what I'm saying, how they all bite each other flow and they all, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you know, I'm not a fan. But, you know, I heard it and the Sonics are great to me.
He got Charlie Wilson.
He got Charlie Wilson on that
Come
motherfucker.
on, man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think a line has been drawn in the sand, and I think, like, you know, the ones on the Drake side of that line are really grasping for something. Are really floundering at this moment, and while everyone else is joining in on the jumping. Everybody else, bro. I've seen traditional Indian music remixes to BBL Drizzy.
Yeah.
I've seen a steel drum remix
Yes.
to BBL Drizzy.
Yeah.
I'm sure every time Drake looks at his phone, he is being reminded that the entire world is on your ass.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
that's
he had to go to Cancun, bro.
Yeah.
He back in Toronto now. But like
That's great.
You took from so many cultures. It didn't do anything for them.
Combination.
I mean,
And it's crazy. But look,
I mean, you can't say he didn't do anything for them because he does hop on new artist shit.
But who is
and it
that more?
blows them
Who is
up.
that more?
benefits better though?
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
mutual benefit.
No, it's not.
I think it's
We
I
ain't
love
heard
McConan.
We have not heard
You
J
don't
Boy
hear
Black
about-
B.
But
Or Black
Black Boy
JB.
JB, yeah.
But he
Black
was
Boy
popping
JB.
at that second.
Right.
Now, if Drake wasn't on it, you think that record would have popped?
He
I
would've
think Drake is
gradually did his
a
thing, I feel
professional
like.
wave rider. I think he knows what's. I think he has a
For
great
sure.
ear.
Look,
he might have been a great
for
A&R in the
sure.
past
I-
life.
Look, he
I
knows the
agree with you.
business.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I
knows
agree
the
with
business.
you.
He's
Yeah.
the biggest
But
artist on the planet, bro.
It's definitely mutually beneficial.
I think it's mutually parasitic.
Agreed.
I think it's mutually parasitic.
I
I think
see
up
what
and coming
you're saying.
artists have an opportunity
Yeah.
to get a bigger audience
Because
by
if you get a
allowing
call from
Drake.
Drake, you're not gonna say no.
Right.
Exactly.
Because that increases
Exactly.
your platform, and then what you
It
do
does.
from there is on you. But
Exactly.
he's not going to throw you a life raft by any
Oh,
means.
by
He's going to
zero
profit
means.
off of you.
100%.
He's going to capitalize off of you. He's going to make
Man,
an
same
opportunity off
Same
of
thing
you.
he did to I Love McConan with that
Right.
Tuesday record.
Right.
I mean, he was like either you drop that song
I heard a
with
crazy
me
backstory
on it.
about that, by the way.
You either drop that song with me
From the-
on it,
from the McConan
or you could either you sign to me. I'm sorry, either
Yeah.
you sign to me and
Delete all your music.
delete all your music and
Yeah.
whatever, and then you drop that record and I won't charge you, or I'm going to charge you for that verse.
Right.
Obviously, probably McConan didn't have that kind of backing.
Right.
So they probably pressured him into signing that deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then those old tweets resurfaced of him talking shit about Drake and
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada.
Apparently,
And
they
then-
had a studio session. McConaughey's boyfriend showed up, and it was like,
exactly.
we
So
made
you
it.
see- exactly.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
we made it and all kinds
he
of shit.
fanned out for the most part, and yeah, that, you know.
And then that kind of like terminated their relationship. You know what I'm
And there
trying
was
to say?
and apparently McConan shot somebody in the head and killed him, and like got off with it, like accidental manslaughter or something crazy like
Holy
that.
shit,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Like there's
Yeah,
it's a deep backstory behind all that shit.
Yeah.
But I think that, you know, if you're talking about somebody who has comparable success, like a Future,
Yeah.
like a Thug, like a 21 Savage, then I look at that relationship as mutually parasitic, right?
Yeah.
I know that rocking with you is going to be beneficial to me. I also know that you don't give a fuck about whether or not I go platinum
But
or
I feel
gold
like
or have a
that's-
successful
that's-
career after this or not. So like we're going to feed off each other until it no longer benefits either one of us.
But I
Type
feel like
shit.
that's the majority of the industry, anyways.
I don't feel like
because
it shouldn't be that way
it
though.
should-
And I feel
that's-
like
that's a whole different conversation.
And Drake also has the backing of what is it?
Lucian.
Universal, UMG, whatever the case is.
Lucian.
Yeah.
So he has a daddy at the top floor, who is ensuring of his success.
Daddy,
Here's the cash cow. If the cease and desist that came out, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
The internal memo that was leaked that advised Drake to go ahead and bow out, to go ahead and stop this,
'Cause
that
you're fucking
advised
up the
Kendrick to go
money.
ahead and stop this because what's happening
But wasn't
is
that proven that was
you're-
false, though?
I don't know. I don't know.
I still don't think that's fault. Even if that particular
because it makes
memo,
sense because now you're hurting the entire
It's
industry.
bad for business, bro.
Now you're hurting the
But
entire
also-
bottom line.
but also-
you're outing our biggest cash cow outside of Taylor Swift as a potential pedophile and predator. What that will do to the music industry at large is way bigger than what it will do to Drake.
It needed that though. That's the conversation we had last pod, or maybe 2 pods ago.
2 pods.
Let this shit burn and rise anew. I think
That's what I
Drake-
want. That's
think-
what I'm here for.
That's what I
I'm the
think
fucking
should
Joker.
happen.
That's what I want.
I think Drake becoming who he became was bad for artists, great for business. Because, like you said, it's equally beneficial. You have to.
I know it's tough.
I feel like you're right.
I know it's tough, but Chris usually be right.
No,
You gotta.
I think you're right because when he first came up,
It wasn't like that prior to Drake.
Yeah, everything started blending in together.
Yeah.
Every like genre, I guess every like subgenre of hip hop, or like
We had underground and we had mainstream.
you know what I mean.
We were cool with that.
You're right.
I hate the term
fucked
underground.
up.
Let's just get that out the
Because
way.
what was
What we
Kanye?
call it?
What was Kanye before Drake?
Before Drake, what was he?
What was Kanye?
I think Kanye was. He was in a very.
He was the bridge.
No, this is so fire. Thank you for asking because that's a great fucking question.
I didn't think we were gonna be talking about Drake and Kendrick for so long in this episode.
It's a great conversation because it spills off into so many things. Kanye before Drake was going to be our first pop hip hop artist who was hip hop to the core, but had a certain reach. Like you would get the respect. Kanye would have got the respect of like I don't know Bono and Pete Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just tight. We had, like you said, the bridge.
Kanye was universal.
We needed that.
Yeah.
I think what Drake came and did was what Kanye was doing, but he just made this shit the circus. To me. Now, but again, like Celebrity said,
Was Drake Kanye with bitches?
Kanye had, look.
No, it was
Kanye was not a sex symbol.
Kanye's my favorite artist.
Kanye's not a sex symbol.
What does it take to make? Wait.
A sex symbol though.
What does it take to make a sex symbol? What attributes do you have to have?
Girls want to buy your records. Girls want to buy your records.
How many?
I'm a sex symbol.
Best I ever had
Bitch wanna fuck
was Drake's
True.
first home run.
Hold on,
And
wait a
it was
minute.
for
Oh,
the
shawty,
bitches.
what's up?
I think the women that was buying Kanye's music were the women that were into Jordans, but also wore heels.
they were Common fans.
Nah, I ain't gonna. Nah.
They were Talib Kweli fans.
Nah. But he evolved. But I think you evolve the fan base. I think you get a hybrid fan base. Excuse me, based off of that. Because
I wanna know what record did Kanye make for women?
Oh, for women.
For women, what record did Kanye make for women before
that would give him like a sex symbol
that
type
would
of.
that you could
Kanye's
put
new
next to
workout
best
plan.
I ever had?
No.
I think that. I
he's not a
mean,
sex symbol, bro.
He's not a sex symbol, bro.
I think
and
I
Drake
just-
came in
he's
and
an artist.
said, "I can do what Kanye does, but I can also have panties thrown on stage at me
because
because
Kanye is like
I'm
true
a pretty
artistry.
boy or because you know what
I'm just saying,
sensitive."
but this is that's the aesthetic versus, I guess, what's real thing too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because Kanye,
Kanye killed Kanye every time.
because Kanye made niggas of any genre start dressing different.
Right, 100%. 100%.
Women, I mean, you probably find one of those I like art type girls. We didn't even know art was cool to like until Kanye
Right.
was like
I mean,
talking
come
about
on, bro.
Basquiat and shit like
Bro,
that.
so people were mad about my beautiful Twisted Fantasy being 26
Yeah.
on the top 25.
Yeah, that's
top
crazy.
100.
It should have been higher.
It's almost a perfect album.
Yeah, it is.
It's damn near flawless.
Of all time,
yeah.
it should be in the top.
It's
10.
damn near flawless. But again, lists.
Should be in the top
right?
10, top 15.
I mean, Apple Music do what they're doing,
Yeah, for sure. They put Frank Ocean above Sade.
bro.
Yeah.
They put
Think about that.
bro. They put Kind of
Think
Blue at
about
25.
Who?
Miles Davis.
Oh, Kind of Blue at 25.
Come
No.
on, bro.
Bro,
Changed
That
everything.
disrespecting your last name, bro.
it's all engagement farming, right?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
all
100%.
it's all
Yeah.
outrage
100%.
marketing. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like it's about
How you
creating
put
as much
Thriller at number
conversation
2?
as possible.
Lauryn Hill's
How you-
number one.
But that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
How you put Thriller at number 2?
behind the Miseducation.
I mean, you know why they did that exactly? Because I saw a tweet. It was like they couldn't give MJ a dinner. That's why they got her at number 1.
Yeah,
Right.
I did see that. That was funny.
Right.
Look, I mean, Miseducation of the Miseducation album. It's great. I don't think it's
But
fucking with.
I literally said, I was
That's not
like,
fucking with Thriller.
Nah.
In what world? In what world?
No,
In what
hold on,
world is it even remotely possible? Is it even feasible to try and rank the 100 best albums of all time across multiple genres,
It's
across
not.
multiple
It's really
generations?
not. It's too
a
many
fool's
different-
errand, bro.
It is.
too many
It is.
different hands in the pot.
It's a fool's errand,
No,
bro.
because there's too
No,
many
you're
different
right.
tastes.
Like, what are we even
For sure.
talking about?
Your favorite 100 albums would be different, all three of us,
Of
bro.
course.
Hey,
of course.
Hey,
Get
let me
Rich or
just
Die
read
Trying
this. Let me
should
read this
be
shit
at
off.
least in the top 20.
Cause for some people, you might start. I start Thriller.
Top 50 for
want to
me,
be starting
but-
something.
Massacre's
Baby
better.
Be Mine is cool. The Girl Is Mine is cool. But Thriller, Beat It, Billie
he got
Jean,
the
Human
budget,
Nature, PYT,
Crazy Run.
The Lady in My Life.
Crazy Run.
That is fucking
No,
crazy.
Thriller was all on the radio, bro.
Yeah.
All of it.
Hey, they're
entire
still playing The Girl Is Mine at my job right now. It come on the radio
Bro,
right now.
I'll listen to Thriller on the way home. I don't give a fuck.
And I'm not a numbers guy.
Fuck numbers.
It's
But
it's
MJ,
great selling album of all
Impact
time.
records.
Fuck numbers
there's-
because
there's
we
not a
talked
single-
about this before. Vanilla Ice is in the top 10 selling albums. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
MC Hammer.
Right.
I
Right.
don't give a fuck.
And then at that point, you got to separate the hype from the artistry, right? You
Yeah.
got to put an asterisk.
And I like
next to
that
things
album.
that-
I like Miss Education Lauryn
Yeah,
Hill, but
yeah.
it's been so long. That's all she got. And
Bro.
the Fugees.
Bro, I think the score is better than that. I think the Fugees, the score is better than Miss Education of
Interesting.
Lauryn Hill.
See,
Personally.
no, that's the conversation. That's the conversation.
Personally. But again, like,
And I tweeted, I said, did she show up on time for this shit? Because she's notorious.
nobody's doing this.
100%, yeah.
Right. If we being real, they should have delayed the reveal of number one
yeah.
for another week.
I have been to a show where she showed up at, like hours late,
Yeah.
bro. And then she
Nah,
yelled at her
that's crazy.
band the whole time.
Yeah. No, and in reality, there are writers and composers and musicians who never got their due credit, who never got their residuals, who never got their royalties, who never got their recognition for their contributions to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. She didn't pin that whole thing,
No.
right? I think Robert Glasper is on record calling her a charlatan. Is on record saying that, you know, she has, you know, the respect and the allure and the, you know, and the you know, the mysticism around her that she isn't in reality actually due because of how many hands went into this masterpiece. But they were never credited. They were never
Absolutely
given their time in
Look.
the light, you know, and I get it. Albums are the result of a number of minds at work in concert with each other, you know, but when you
People
know,
call her the greatest female artist of all time.
but when you flaunt yourself the way that you have, and you disrespect the legacy of the people who contributed to this album by not even including them, mentioning them, crediting them for their work, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta take that into account too. As great as the album might have been, as great as the artist might be independently,
The album was great.
right? Like
Missy Elliott's still here.
Yeah.
you didn't even give credit where it was due. The people who worked on that.
Who is the greatest female artist of all time? If
Like
you had
artist
to,
or
Hip hop
rapper?
artist?
artists,
Or
just artists.
artists in general?
Yeah,
Is
if
it
you
not
had to-
Beyonce?
That's
Without a
what I was
question?
gonna say, right?
Sade.
Sade couldn't
Yeah.
dance.
No. But he was asking the artist thing.
Artist,
Well,
artist,
artists
entertainer,
all encompassing.
all encompassing, every area, checks every box, every stat.
My favorite is Sade.
Sade is incredible. I love Sade. She's an incredible songwriter, incredible vocalist,
we
who
have
plays
everybody
instruments.
but Lauryn Hill.
Sade and Beyonce is
I'll put
Prince to
Lauryn,
Michael Jackson.
I'll put Missy Elliott over Lauryn Hill any day of the week. Bro,
Greatest
I don't
female
know, bro.
artist?
Because look, this is how I feel.
be Beyonce.
The greatest artist to me had to have had made a song that touched me personally.
yeah.
So
who's that?
I got Prince in there for one of the greatest artists because.
We said female.
But I'm just
He's
giving
talking in
my
general. He's just
my
saying
general.
artist.
Well, who's your female? Tell me.
I'm B.
He said
Okay.
Beyonce, yeah.
I say
Easy.
it's going to be one of two answers.
I mean, but if it touches your
Beyonce,
soul, it
Sade.
touches your soul. I also I just discovered this record because I wasn't into y'all people's shit for real. I fuck with Justin, but Justin had.
Hold on.
Let me zoom in on us real quick.
Who's y'all peoples?
Not like us.
Bro.
You know I'm fucking with you.
Who's y'all peoples?
There's a
specify.
melanin deficiency.
You know it.
What's the group? What's the group with the? It's a group. Not No Doubt.
Bee Gees.
Not No Doubt. but
Paramore?
it's not Paramore. It's a lead singer. She's obviously woman, white woman. But she's in a group. I can't think of the name. Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, okay.
What's that record they got? The One. It's the one.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, it's their one. Everybody knows.
Yeah, you hear the guitar.
Like that shit touched the nigga.
Yeah.
So I got to give her that, right?
Okay.
But that's one record.
But that's all this takes is one. One record, if it touched me in this pause, if it touched me in a way.
Hey, Jay said it. One verse can fuck up the game, bro.
Yeah. If it touched me, it touched me, right? So like Lauren got X Factor for me.
Yeah.
That shit do something.
Yeah.
Like it moves some shit.
But you don't feel that when he said, "Show me my pain when it's feeling."
Not really.
Okay.
It's cool, but nah. Cause even that's
doo wop, that thing?
That's cool, but X Factor
But
crazy.
X Factor is your one.
X Factor's crazy. Like it touch a nigga, bro.
But I'm saying Missy Elliott got all that. To me.
Missy Elliott ever touched you?
Not like that.
Hell yeah.
She's great.
Bro,
she's great.
She literally put the song in reverse, bro. That shit crazy.
She's great.
But Beyonce is different. Sade is different.
Beyonce is different. Sade is different. I think they
Aaliyah
like.
touched you?
100%.
Aaliyah is different too.
right? Aaliyah's different.
100%.
Man, I wish I could see what she would have became. Bro.
Oh, man, that's the
100%.
biggest what if. And
Yeah.
to be honest, I definitely feel like she would have been as big as Beyonce.
It went crazy, bro.
Yeah, it would have been.
I think like
And
like
what you do?
For her
everybody
last video to be Rock the Boat, and it was that beautiful and like free. It was just her and the girls on the boat dancing and shit.
she had transcended the tomboy image. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
like, she was
even the hot
slowly
tomboy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
She got past the R.
She's-
Kelly
she's-
shit, bro.
oh man.
It's
Come
her
on.
and Sade for me as far as my favorite female artist of all time.
Yeah.
I could probably listen to their music nonstop on repeat.
Oh, she's timeless, bro.
Sade definitely.
I tend to stay out of women's business. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's women business.
Because that's women's business, and so like you know, Beyonce makes music for women.
Yeah.
There are songs that transcend. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. I mean, big, huge
Me,
records. You
Myself,
know what I'm
and I.
saying? Check on it.
Me,
It's like
Myself,
one of my
and I
favorite
is great.
records. People
Yeah.
hate that era of Beyonce. I'm
Nah.
a big fan. Check on it. It's like you know
Check
what I'm
on
saying?
it?
Yes, bro.
Solid record.
Bro, I
That's 'cause your
became,
boy
a,
did it,
I became
though,
a
right?
man to check
It's
on
sweet.
it.
That's
But yeah, like you know,
your boy.
Your boy.
that New York shit, right?
there are
That's not why he's in there, bro.
there are Beyonce records that transcend genre, that
yeah.
transcend gender. You know what I'm saying? That
We
are
never
just
seen nothing like it.
that are huge world moving records. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you know the analogy that Beyonce is to Sade as Michael Jackson is to Prince. I think is valid. I think it's valid
I don't know.
because as a female artist, as someone who has an incredible pen, whose legacy has outlasted their output, because when the last time you heard a new Sade record, right?
Soldier Love, yeah.
But even still, like, you know, the work that she was able to put out in the time that she was an active
The 90s
artist
was her.
even still rivals a lot of
Today,
music right now. You know what I'm saying? I would put you know, fuck numbers, fuck impact, fuck influence. I would put Sade
Sweetest Taboo is crazy.
as a you know, as a higher caliber artist over a Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? Over a Katy Perry, over you know,
Katy Perry has some joint stuff.
whoever
You ain't gotta tell me. I don't like none of this.
No,
bitch.
for
you know what I'm saying? Like
Katy Perry has some joints.
and I think her artistry is what stands the test of time. I think her
Timeless.
pen,
She's
I
timeless.
think the compositions, I think
Vocal
her voice,
ability.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Man,
all
her
of
voice
that,
is crazy.
you know,
We talking about
without ever
Beyonce, right?
having a huge
No, we're talking about Sade.
Shut up.
crossover pop record. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sweetest Taboo, bro.
I mean,
But Chris,
even still, it's
you can throw-
it's confined to its genre. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still confined to its genre. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
one of those
Yeah,
big
yeah,
universal
yeah,
pop
yeah.
records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think maybe her biggest record is what, like Smooth Operator or
Probably.
Yeah, I think Smooth Operator.
what's at the top of her Spotify or
Let me
the top
go.
of her
Let me go.
Smooth
Let me
Operator.
go.
it's gonna
maybe
be
Kiss
it's
of
gonna
Kiss
be
of
that
Life.
one.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna be
Like
Sweetest Taboo.
Sweetest Taboo.
yeah.
You know, but her deep cuts. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like
Yeah,
you
if
know
you're in
Slave Song.
Smooth Operator.
Jezebel,
like a tattoo, kiss of life. Your love is king.
Your love is king. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some deep cuts in there that like that don't get the recognition they deserve, but are still like
without her, you ain't having a lot of this shit. I'm saying that's all.
Facts.
It's mastery. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. If you don't have Miles Davis, you don't have a lot of shit either.
But that's why
you don't have John Coltrane.
His comparison as Beyonce is to what Sade is.
No, I understand.
That makes sense.
But they never actually directly competed.
They never actually directly competed, but as far as recognition, as far as style,
no, Beyonce is light years away from everybody.
As far as
that record she got with Miley Cyrus on this new album touched me.
I still ain't
bro,
heard.
She made me listen to Post Malone. I don't even fuck with Post Malone, bro.
I still ain't heard the new Beyonce album in full because I stay out on this business.
No, you should. I mean,
fuck that
shit. On some like, let me put it on.
Culture vulture ass boy. Oh fuck with
it don't move me the way it move. It don't move me the way it move everybody else, and that's cool with me because I stay out on this business. So who's some of your favorite artists? Like actively right now. Like active right now?
Yeah, like who you listen to?
So not anybody dead.
I want to know anybody.
Not anybody dead.
I want to know everybody.
Just who you fuck with.
I want to know what your style
Prince,
is.
Rick James. I listen to a lot of black 80s music. Cameo, The Time. You know what I'm saying? The Barge. You know what I'm saying?
You fuck with cocaine era music.
I got a playlist called Crack Era Music. Yeah. That's like 200 hours of like straight up Jerry Curl jams. You feel me? Like cardboard flat. You know what I'm saying? Breakdancing, pop locking, you know what I'm saying? Jumpsuits, gold chains, like I fuck with that. But like also like, I fuck with Vince Staples. I fuck with Black Odyssey. I fuck with
wow, tapped in. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with No Worries, Anderson .Paak. Yeah. Huge Anderson .Paak fan. You know what I'm saying? Since Breezy Lovejoy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a huge Anderson .Paak fan. Like,
you ready for the new album?
100, bro. I'm begging for it. I'm begging for it at this point. Bro.
Did you fuck with the Silk Sonic shit or no?
I did actually, because like I think that's the best of what both Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak does.
Yeah. Real nigga.
I think that like as far as adult contemporary R&B, like that's something for me and my grandma. You know what I'm saying? That's something for me and my auntie. You feel me? Like I fuck with the nuanced shit, and I fuck with the very esoteric shit, and I also fuck with things that like have universal objective mass appeal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a great record is a great record.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite
no matter
rapper?
Who it come from.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Like that's really hard to say.
I know it is.
That's really hard to say.
I know it is. I'm putting you on the spot.
Currently Kendrick,
okay.
Vince, Earl, Freddie Gibbs.
Okay, I
3
see
Stacks.
What about all? Okay,
Kanye.
You don't have an all-timer?
My all-time fluctuates. Black Thought. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a big Roots
11,
fan.
28, 90.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really like it fluctuates. Lupe was my favorite rapper for basically my entire teenage years. You know, before Lasers, pre-Lasers, Lupe.
Lupe is great. He has grinded my nerves. Something.
Yeah. I don't fuck with anything beyond Lasers, honestly. Lasers was like the death of the Lupe fiasco that I knew and loved.
His personality is like really a ruined illusion for me. It's
Social
crazy.
media has like really corrupted a lot of our favorites.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why does he
Why does he hate Kid Cudi so much?
He hates everybody so much.
Was it the martial arts?
I don't know what it is. He just hates everybody.
I think being like too smart a nigga often
it's like
puts
Talib Kweli, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He got fucking banned from social media because he fucking attacking people.
I think being too smart a nigga sometimes like comes up as a smart nigga. As a self-proclaimed smart nigga.
He proclaimed.
Yeah, your name
as
is
an also self-proclaimed smart nigga, like I have
Chris
unintentionally rubbed people the wrong way. Pause. Like for like the majority of my life. Like niggas think I'm beefed out with them because
you what?
I'm beefed out with them because I speak a certain way.
He wanted to pause that. That's why he
because I'm beefed out.
Yeah, that's why he said that.
Pause beef, man. Right.
I know
you
your
say
game.
beef? Are you referring to your penis? No.
Yeah, I know your game, bro.
No, I've made silent enemies just because of the way that like, you know what I'm saying, I carry myself.
I got
like,
you.
And so I get that with like Lupe. You know, this nigga is like teaching classes at MIT and fucking Harvard and shit like
Type
that.
shit.
Like you can be too smart for your own good. You know what I'm saying? You can be too smart so much so that you stop relating to people who don't give a fuck about how smart you are. You know what I'm saying? Care about the person and the personality.
It's
you know
like
what I'm saying?
Drake being so rich, we don't care what he rapping about no more.
You know what I'm saying? Like So like, you know, like you lose the message sometimes
Nah,
but he in the delivery. He how we circle back.
Hey,
you lose the message.
I just want to. We talked about music a long time, and I love music, and we can talk about this shit forever. But I'd be remiss if I didn't bring the Mavericks season up.
Gotta talk about it
right now, especially with you because you're the sports guy as well. Yeah. I know your Knicks just got bounced. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
The Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. The expectations are up here.
No way. We're not the Dallas Cowboys of the fucking NBA.
Bro,
we haven't won a championship since the fucking 70s.
Why do we keep trying to make the New York Knicks happen? No. Why is there such an insistence?
When have we ever tried to make the New York Knicks happen?
Bro, the entire basketball media is on the payroll of New York Knicks basketball, bro. Like it's objectively.
I would say the Chicago Bulls are probably the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
And nobody has expectations for the Chicago Bulls. Nobody expects anything from the Chicago Bulls going year in and year out. Every year at the beginning of the season, we talking about what the New York Knicks are going to do. And I get it because it's great for basketball. It's great for the NBA for the Knicks to be great because it's New York. It's the Mecca. Everyone, they have some of the greatest fans in the world. They have one of the most storied arenas in the world. It is 100% beneficial to the NBA for the Knicks to be great. The fact that they are relevant now, even without a chip, a conference finals, whatever, even now, it is still great for the Knicks to be great.
I understand.
It's great for the NBA. I love Knicks fans. I hate the Cowboys. As obnoxious and as obscene and as entitled. No, there's nothing better has happened to the NBA since Bing Bong.
I love that Bing Bong shit.
I know because you got Joel Embiid the fuck out of here. Fuck
bro, the Knicks being great for the NBA, the Knicks being great is objectively great for the NBA, but at the same time, it is completely unvalidated. It is completely unwarranted. It's completely unearned. I get it. Much like the Cowboys fandom, right?
Fuck the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are great for the NFL. They're the highest paying franchise in damn near all the sports outside of what? Arsenal or some shit.
And they sure can't sign nobody though.
They can't. They underperform every year and somehow miraculously walk into the year with all of these lofty expectations
every year.
But I don't think that.
Why? What have you done to deserve that?
But I'm saying I don't think the Knicks have ever had lofty expectations.
What have you done?
The Knicks have never been like we gonna win this year.
Yeah, but I'm saying
the Cowboys every year is like we gonna win. It's our year.
That's what I'm trying to say. The Knicks have never had these expectations.
It's the media agenda. It's the media agenda. It isn't the people. It isn't the obnoxious Knicks fans. It isn't the Cowboys fans like it is the Knicks fans. It's the media that need that validation. That need that.
But I will say when the Knicks are winning, it's good for the.
It's good for the sport.
It's good for the sport.
It's good for the sport.
It's good for.
But right now, I think we're having the best Western Conference Finals matchup that we could have ever had with any of the teams involved.
I agree.
The Timberwolves and the Mavericks have had an ongoing identity crisis within each other, both being blue and green teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, both being relatively new as far as like not legacy franchises. They were both, I think, like 80s expansion teams or 70s to 80s expansion teams. We
won a championship though. They haven't.
And the Mavs have won, right? And I think like, there are things that we love and hate about both franchises, right? We love Anthony Edwards. We hate Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
Right.
I don't like Cat either.
We love Kyrie.
You don't like Cat.
We don't like.
That's Big Purr.
Yeah. It's very easy to dislike Big Purr.
He's irrelevant.
Right.
No one likes Cat.
But he's also the number 2 scorer on the team. You know what I'm saying? He's also an objectively good basketball player.
Basketball player, right?
Right. But as a person, as a man,
I'm the best scorer.
As a man, you can't call yourself a Cat fan, bro.
He called himself the best scoring big of all time. Like Shaq didn't exist.
And that's such total disrespect to Dirk, whose legacy he's now facing in the Western Conference Finals against the Mavericks. We all love Kyrie, right? Real niggas love Kyrie. Real niggas see the 180 the media has done to Kyrie after making him the sacrificial lamb in the COVID series, or after making him, you know what I'm saying, a pariah for tweeting out an Amazon Prime link. You know what I'm saying?
Real time.
Like they really tried to blackmail. They really tried to blackball my nigga for posting a book.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Something that's available on Jeff Bezos' site. Something that he's entitled to feel or believe or
he didn't say fuck.
He didn't endorse it. No. He tweeted a link.
Posted a book and said, "Yo, peep this.
Check this out.
We all
get out of here.
He might not even have supported those ideologies.
We all operate on social media, and this is not an endorsement of my beliefs.
He lost his fucking Nike deal.
You know what I'm saying? Behind that. You know what I'm saying? Lost an entire season of his career behind refusing a vaccine, which is now under a whole lot of public scrutiny about whether or not
it was safe to take in the first place.
Exactly.
So the world owes Kyrie Irving an apology.
Huge.
And he's handled this shit with grace.
Yeah.
He's handled this shit with humility.
Yeah.
He's handled this shit with
real
professionalism.
Nigga. I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell y'all.
Dominance. And what he's doing, he's taking Luka to a level that Luka has never been. Luka is raw talent. Luka is somebody who has been a professional since he was 13 years old. And the tutelage and the wisdom and the experience of Kyrie Irving is what's going to take Luka to a championship level.
He needed a veteran.
He needed the veteran.
Yeah.
Opposite ends of the
Because
spectrum,
Dirk was on his way out.
Because Dirk couldn't do it for him.
He was on his way out.
Dirk wanted to be Scottie Pippen his whole life, and the Mavericks never gave him a Jordan. Mavericks never gave him a comparable superstar to pair with him. 21 years.
And he still won a championship.
One ring.
Let's go.
He deserved more than that, though. And you know that.
Yeah.
Scotty
As a Mavs fan,
06.
he deserved. That was ours to take.
06.
Appreciate it, Scott Foster.
Scotty might not have been. Scotty might didn't win a ring without Mike, but Scotty was.
But Mike wouldn't have won a ring without Scotty.
Yeah, but Scotty was dope. Like when Mike left. Like I just want to put that in perspective.
Yeah.
He was still balling, and Chicago still was good.
Dirk grew up a Scottie Pippen fan. And he came to Dallas, and he was thrust into this Michael Jordan role.
He didn't even speak English.
Into this singular superstar role. And they failed year after year after year after year.
Well, wait, when did he get Steve?
Like maybe 4 or 5 years into his career. Like they were basically
Steve Nash?
Yeah.
But again, Steve Nash
did shit for us.
Steve Nash was not going to ever be a superstar.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Steve Nash was an incredible facilitator.
Look, Michael
Steve Nash was a table setter.
Hey, didn't they give him All-Star over Kobe though?
They gave him 2 MVPs over Kobe and Shaq.
And guess what?
That's crazy.
He didn't win shit, did he?
That's crazy.
He didn't win shit, did he?
Over Kobe, Shaq, and LeBron.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like,
Wait, what?
Those years should have been either Kobe's year or Shaq or LeBron's year.
I knew about Kobe.
Yeah.
All three of them.
That's crazy,
I
bro.
forget
LeBron was
LeBron
shorted
James.
MVP because of Steve Nash's MVP.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
100%.
I forget that LeBron James and Kobe Bryant were literally technically in the same era. Kinda.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. LeBron was beating. It hurt to watch games on Christmas and Thanksgiving because you just knew Kobe didn't have that team yet.
Yeah.
And LeBron is just this 20-some-year-old phenom. And but he still
Lived up
won.
to the hype.
He still won. Kobe still won 2 in LeBron's
Era
coming up.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
2
Yeah,
back
so-
to back.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But yeah,
That's why he
the
might
playoffs as they currently stand, man. Boston versus Indiana, I think
Cakewalk.
it should be a wash.
Yeah.
But
It ain't gonna be a sweep, but it's gonna be a wash.
it should be a wash because Boston is the more experienced team.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have higher expectations.
Yeah.
I told Kris this.
But Indiana has proven that they're a formidable team, especially if they can outscore you. If they can outrun you and outscore you, they can spank your ass.
I know you mad, bro.
The only reason why we lost because my boy broke his hand.
Bro,
Otherwise-
Jalen Brunson has to score 40 the entire playoffs. Has to average 40 the entire
And he
playoffs
was doing
just to
that
survive.
shit.
And he was
That's
doing
my
it.
boy.
Bro, Tibbs is running a 7-man rotation. 2 niggas come off the bench, and that is it.
Glory Road.
He's running a 7-man rotation. He is running these men into the ground.
He's Glory Road it.
You feel me?
5 starters,
Bro,
2 subs.
bro, that is it.
All black.
That's it.
Except
that's,
Dante.
Bro, that's it.
my boy.
That's it, man. So no, like the Knicks were victims of circumstance and they were victims of mismanagement of assets,
Of course.
Because you're not playing Knicks basketball, you're playing Tibbs basketball.
Hey, let's
You know what I'm
circle
saying?
that. Why the fuck did the Bucks hire Doc Rivers?
Bro,
Adrian Griffin had the
PR.
highest record in the NBA, and they're like, you know what? Fired. Let's
get him
hire
the fuck
Doc
outta here.
Rivers, who fucking sucks.
right.
I don't
Bro,
understand that move.
bro,
That shit was wild.
soft quitting. I saw a lot of soft quitting happening
Yes.
this year. I saw a lot of soft quitting happening this year. And yeah,
God.
honestly, I think this year it comes down to either the Celtics finally, you know what I'm saying, growing some big boy balls and being the best team in the game.
I told you, Chris. I told Chris, on paper they should win.
They should win. They're the best
should.
team. They're the
Who
best
win-
team
who
in the
win-
league.
Fuck Boston.
Especially with Porzingis.
Who winning out of this Dallas and
Dallas should win.
It's going to 7. It's going to 7.
Think so?
It's going to 7.
Dallas
No.
should win.
I think
Dallas should win.
I think the bench is comparable. I think The Mavericks don't really have answer for Cat, which is funny to say, which is crazy to say because it's Karl Anthony Towns, is Big Purr, but they don't really have an answer for him.
I would let him cook and just worry about everybody else.
I mean, but he's shown you he can drop 60. He'll drop 60 in an L, but he'll drop 60. You know what I'm saying? He'll drop 50 in an L, but he'll drop 50.
I'm not worried about him.
And he made some big shots in game one. He made some incredible shots in game one.
I was telling Don on the way here, I'm no basketball aficionado.
Mm-hmm.
It does not impress me that they beat them by 3.
Yeah.
That's not... You understand what I mean?
Bro, the game was locked the whole way. And Anthony Edwards was having a terrible game.
No, but I was telling him, I was like,
exhausted.
We have never won a game one in Jason Kidd's era.
Yeah.
And we finally won one.
You finally won one.
I get that.
Right.
It was a
right. Right.
Big deal for morale.
It's a huge deal.
I'm just looking at it like...
Yeah, big deal for morale.
And we're gonna lose game 2. Minnesota's gonna win.
To me, if you got 2 superstars in Kyrie and Luka, I know you can say Minnesota has 2 superstars, but we really only... It's Ant for real.
Yeah.
So it's like, for them to
they got KD. We got Jaden McDaniels. That's what Ant said. That's what Ant said.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels has become like the X Factor.
He's
third.
nice.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's nice and he's confident. And he's being made confident by his
That's why
leader.
I said on paper the Mavericks should win.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win, but to me, like I said, it doesn't matter because the Celtics should win it all.
Nigga, Kyle Anderson had a big game 1. Kyle Anderson has been MIA.
Yeah,
he's been a POW. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just been non-existent, and all of a sudden, slow-mo with his 30-second shot release. You know what I'm saying? It has 12 points in a quarter for the Timberwolves, and he's effectively keeping them in the game. Naz Reid, again, a bench player, 6th man of the year, but incredible intangibles. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's. I think the X factor is going to be
the backups,
the supporting players, and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Because what Kyrie Irving did differently in this game that he didn't do all season, or that he didn't do all postseason, is that he got it going early. Yeah. Is that he made the game his out the gate.
But I'm gonna say the one thing that we've been having going is Gafford, Lively, and PJ Washington. The emergence of those 3.
Yeah.
If they keep it going.
Huge trade deadline acquirements that really put the Mavs over the hump, really gave them a defensive identity, and some second, third, fourth, fifth options when Tim Hardaway Jr. is being Tim Hardaway Jr. Because what the fuck do he be doing?
Garbage.
You know what I'm saying?
I never liked him.
Man.
I know you've never liked him either.
And when he's on, he's on.
Never.
But he's never consistent.
He is way off.
When he's off, he's non-existent. He's a net negative.
What's my man name that was?
PJ,
hometown guy, Frisco guy.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? He's one of us.
And he's been a hooper, but he's been stuck in obscurity in Charlotte, bro. He's been a Hornet.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
So
no direction in Charlotte, no real role.
When they
really lived his life imagining himself as a number 1 or a number 2 guy, but then you finally find a role and a home and a place that requires your intangible skills,
and
your rebounding, your defense, your corner 3 shooting. Like, finding that identity for him was the best thing that could happen to his career, let alone what the identity for the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? The offensive and the defensive proficiency of the Mavericks. And so, yeah, man, I think we're about to embark upon one of the most entertaining Western Conference Finals we've seen in a long time.
It's really fun. Yeah.
And this is the 7th year in a row that we'll have a different champion. There have been no back-to-back champions in the NBA for the last 7 seasons.
That too, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Said that.
Yeah. There have been a different champion every year for the last 7 years, which is great for the NBA. I'm a huge small market advocate. I'm a huge. Let's bust up the dynasties,
nigga, bro. Let's talk about Rams.
Let's bust up the dynasties. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's any man's
We're
game.
gonna end on this, bro. I
Yeah,
gotta go home.
There's so much talent in the NBA. There's no reason that you shouldn't have some real competition every year.
Yeah.
People are tired of seeing the usual suspects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that old guard is being phased out.
I want Curry to win one more.
Curry is still him.
Yeah.
Bron is still him. KD is still
I don't
him.
think it'll happen, Chris.
But it's they're at the tail end of their dynasties.
Unless he leaves Golden State.
Or unless he gets who he needs and go to State.
So who's next? The next crop of superstars. Who are the next 5 superstars to emerge in this era?
Anthony Edwards.
Definitely one.
Anthony Edwards. Luka.
Jason
Tatum.
Yeah.
Let me
Tyrese Halliburton.
New York.
Tyrese Halliburton or Maxey?
You think Brunson?
Yeah.
Tyrese.
What the fuck?
Think
Tyrese
Brunson's
Halliburton or
next to the
Tyrese
start?
Maxey?
Nah.
Halliburton.
No, bro.
After this
Look,
year?
I'm not even a basketball fanatic, but I know.
You don't think Brunson one of them ones?
he one of them ones?
He's top 10,
he's
not top 5.
10. He's not top. You said 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Top
know
I'm
what
10.
trying to
He's
think
top
after
10.
that, young players. Oh, Shy. Bro, come on.
What about the dude?
I'm not a fan of him either. I feel like he look like he riding the world's scariest roller coaster every time he touches basketball. Oh!
He nice, bro. He nice.
The foul grifting is crazy.
What about the nigga Greg got in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Is he-
Wemby?
He a rookie, bro. I gotta see one more year.
Yeah, but
I
he's
can't-
stupid nice
No, he
already
nice.
though.
He's-
And
he
he
nice
should have won
defensively.
DPOY.
No, for
should've.
sure.
He should have won
They
DPOY.
just, they
'cause-
just ain't trying to give it to him.
Yeah, they don't wanna
but
gas him
If he
up
has
too
one more
big.
good year, Chris, I'll give him top 5.
Yeah.
For emergency superstars.
Next up, Ant, Tatum, Luka, Shea maybe, Booker.
Booker
Is
who?
Booker him?
Booker T?
He's in the.
Who are you talking about?
Devin's in the next. Is
Devin Booker.
Devin
Devin
isn't
Booker's-
past
yeah.
that to me because
Yeah, he's past
he,
it.
he was the youngest
been
NBA
here.
player at the time.
Yeah, he's past that.
and
to
he's
me.
had his
Yeah.
chance and he flopped it.
Do you think he'll ever have that chance again? Do you think
No.
like
no,
not even under the tutelage
he,
of
he
a Kevin
is
Durant?
the new Westbrook. He is the new Westbrook.
Who else is there?
Trying to think too.
Halliburton is
I'm mad we got my
special.
nigga Jordan Poole up out of here though. I'm really upset about
Paolo is
That's
special.
his fucking fault.
I think Paolo made
that. Hello?
Orlando relevant.
I love Paolo.
Yeah.
No.
I love Paolo, but Orlando ain't doing shit, bro.
Orlando made it to the playoffs. Did they take?
made it. They
took
made it.
Cleveland.
Yeah, they
to
made
6
it.
games.
They made it to the dance. They didn't make it though. I'm saying, but
Still young.
He nice, but if he went to a different team,
wow.
I think it would be a different story.
I could say the same thing about Trae Young.
He will be at a different team next year. He's not gonna
Yeah.
be in Atlanta next year.
You don't think so?
No, he gone.
Where do you think you're going? In the Knicks?
No, they talking about San Antonio.
Either San Antonio or New Orleans.
The Pelicans need that though.
Wait, are you in you're not in New Orleans, bro.
I am a huge New Orleans fan.
But I know you're a fan, but you were born
Look,
here.
I was born in Dallas. Yeah,
Okay.
I was a
Okay.
Dallas Mavericks fan for a long time.
But look,
I was a Dallas Mavericks fan my entire life.
But look-
Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd, the Triple J's,
Right.
Jim Jackson. I was,
but I
was
just see you advocate for the Pelicans
Look,
a little
but
bit.
because I stopped rooting for the Mavericks because I got tired of and this is-
Mediocrity.
I got tired of rooting for white boys. That's what it was. It's a league full of
Listen,
niggas, and the Mavericks insist on censoring their identity around a European. I'm not mad at it. I
get
the
you.
real nigga in me wouldn't allow me to do it for another 20 years.
And we saw what happened when Zion was more healthy this year, right?
Yeah, 70 games he played, man. And he was balling.
Balling.
He was balling.
They kind of
Baller.
skidded out, but
Yeah.
like that's what we wanted because I was like, bro, he nice,
Yeah.
but he can't stay on the fucking court.
Right. And if he not moving, he gaining weight.
Yeah.
If he not moving, if he don't have a basketball in his,
Or
in his
fucking
hand,
with,
he a fat boy.
Or fucking with
And then shout out to Brandon Ingram too, bro.
OnlyFans
Like,
too.
Brandon Ingram is great. Brandon Ingram is one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player. He's not fast enough for the New Orleans Pelicans. He slows down the offense. And we learned that because we finally got a full season of Zion Williamson.
Yep.
And we saw the difference with
Yeah.
them both on the court.
Yeah.
And so
Absolutely.
Brandon Ingram might get moved this season too. And this offseason too. And I'm bittersweet about it because that's my favorite player. I wear his jersey. You know what I'm saying? He built like me. You know what I'm saying?
You got a New
Like
Orleans jersey? I don't like that jersey.
I got a Pelicans jersey.
They nasty.
They-
Bro.
No, them blue ones hard.
No, I got a blue one. Yeah, I got a blue one.
Yeah.
And
So
the voodoo joints they dropped this year were dumb nice.
I don't know,
The
man.
black and lime green,
I don't know,
the
man.
black and neon green,
I ain't-
the skeleton jerseys.
I'm
think I
not big
might have
on
seen
those.
I like that blue. I like that.
I'm not big on
I like
those.
that blue one.
The
for
white
sure.
one with the NOLA crest on it from last year was good, and then they had the Crescent City red ones this year, and you know.
Dallas has the worst jerseys of all.
You don't like the black ones? You don't like the Trinity River Blues? I love those. Those are fire.
Dallas jerseys suck.
They have for a minute.
I just
you remember
don't
the Fresh Prince font? Mavs, the green.
Oh, gross.
Oh,
yeah, like
gross.
2 years
I
ago.
just don't understand why
Gross.
they got rid of the M with the hat, bro.
Because Mark Cuban took over.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yeah.
just like those. It's like those don't
But
even
even
exist
that, though,
anymore. Like, I
like,
can't even
even
find
that,
those in
though,
like
bro,
a novelty
come on.
shop.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
There's too many
not-
good ones.
It's not
Miami
modern.
Fire.
Yeah,
Miami's fire.
yeah.
El Heat.
Who's got the hardest ones?
Ooh,
Oh,
Knicks, yo.
Come on, New Yorker.
No,
No, Knicks ain't
bro.
changed in 40 years.
But that's why they hard.
No, God. The hardest ones.
No God. No God. Come on.
Hey, not for nothing. Even Memphis, the Grizzlies.
Vancouver Grizzlies is probably the hardest.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or Toronto Raptors.
Yeah. Legendary.
Raptors, yeah.
Legendary.
The OG Raptors jerseys.
They was cooking with
OG
grease.
ones,
They was cooking with
Now
grease with
the
those.
city edition jerseys, Portland been nice.
Yeah.
Miami been nice.
Yeah.
I will say
You like the ransom letters? The Miami ransom letters?
I don't like that one. I like when they did the
whiteout.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
The
then
white.
I
The
like
white. Yeah.
the Portland one when it went all the way down.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Not the PDX with
And
the
the
green.
gold Charlotte jerseys, stupid.
The Clit jerseys?
The ones that was gold and the pinstripes on Charlotte, the Hornets.
Did it say Clit across them?
No.
Clit jerseys.
Oh, you talking about the CLT?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know we love, baby. You know we love out here.
Oh man, what are we doing?
But you really, Lakers have been pretty consistent. It's purple and gold at the end of the day.
I'm not a
Nah.
big Lakers jersey fan though.
I got
very
never mind. I got
They are classic.
the
very
Kobe
classic.
joint at the crib right now.
See, I would buy a Kobe jersey.
Hey,
but-
Kobe
You like
right
the
now.
Rockets Spaceman?
Right
You know they
now
got
at
the Duncan
crib,
Spaceman
in the
this
closet, bro. Put
As
up.
a native Dallas person, I cannot buy anything Houston. It's just natural in my body.
Yeah.
True.
Just
I have
like you can't
a
buy
hard
anything
time
for
rooting for
Jersey.
the.
I can't
I have a hard
Boston,
time
I
rooting for
can't
the Spurs
Philly,
and the Rockets too.
Yeah, fuck them.
I love the direction they're
Now,
going in.
I would say, if I wasn't from Dallas, I would buy a Steve Francis jersey, but
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm from Dallas. Just like I can't buy anything. Look, and Tim Duncan's one of my favorite players of all time.
I mean, were they
But
really rivals though? Like, was it really like you? I could see us not. I could
But
see
it's
us
Texas. I can't do it.
being Dallas. You
I
can't
can't.
buy a Heat jersey,
Yeah.
right? Like
Absolutely
that's our mortal enemy. That's
Yeah.
like
Absolutely
that's who we not fucking with. You know
Absolutely
what I'm
not.
saying?
Hey, but I fucked with them niggas when they was in the bubble though.
The bubble Heat, yeah, the bubble Heat were nice.
Oh,
Jimmy
JB?
was.
Yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
was.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Jimmy
Look,
was.
and
Hey,
I,
man.
will- I
Jimmy
will
Cooks.
salute that all day. But I just love buying jerseys.
Despite
getting those MJ
despite public
comparisons like
opinion,
Hernandez.
bubble hoops was real hoops, bro.
It's all hoops.
Bubble hoops was real hoops,
You
bro.
talking about no fan
No
interference?
fanfare.
That was
you know what I'm
hoop-hooping.
saying? No six man. Like that was real basketball, bro. Like I'm down to do like the in season tournament in a similar style.
Yeah.
Right? Make it all virtual. Right? I want to hear the chatter on the court. I want to hear the sneakers.
Yo, if they
You know what
if they
I'm
did an in-season tournament like
That'd
that,
be
it'd be a
fire.
different ball game all
yeah,
day.
for sure.
Yeah.
But then they would still get
Were
waxed.
y'all fan of the in season tournament?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Because
all right.
because now you can literally flip it. I mean, they're gonna get cooked when they get in there, but it's
I think it's like the Young Nigga Award. Like I think like Atlanta and Washington and Indiana and
Yeah.
teams like that will never have a chance at a trophy anytime soon.
Yeah.
But I think
No,
like
definitely not.
this will give them an opportunity to like have something
No,
worth
yeah,
winning. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like
I get you.
imagine
No.
if they use that money and they all got like iced out chains or some
they're,
shit
they're
or
Patrick
like
Beverly when the we made it.
you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's
Exactly.
a moral victory for the young teams who don't have championship aspirations.
No, it's definitely bringing something new.
Yeah.
Which I like. You know.
Yeah.
What I mean?
You
I
know,
feel like
I'm always good for innovation. You know what I'm saying?
that's I like. You know
It's
what I mean?
When Seattle and Vegas get their team, who are you moving to the Eastern Conference? Minnesota, Memphis, or New Orleans?
Oh, it
Which of those would shake up
It-
the Eastern Conference more?
It would be Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like geographically.
Geographically. Technically, Memphis is further east.
Yeah.
That's true.
Minnesota is on that line. Minnesota should be playing Milwaukee, Chicago,
Sure.
and Toronto. Like they should be playing
I
them.
think they would move Minnesota though.
They should move Minnesota east.
Yeah.
Would that be the biggest shakeup possible for the East?
It wouldn't be any
be
of
the
them
biggest,
though.
no, but
it wouldn't
I
be
think-
any
You
of
think
them.
Memphis would be a bigger shakeup for the
I
East?
think Memphis. Yeah.
What?
Not Memphis.
Why?
The
New Orleans?
not
Because those are the three most easternmost
It would-
Western
it would
Conference
be,
teams.
no, right now it would be Minnesota, bro. And
Minnesota,
the East,
yeah. Yeah.
And
you're
the
right.
East,
No, you're
because
right.
the East is weak as fuck right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine
He would
like,
cook it up.
Like, yeah, imagine
Their record
Ant
would be.
seeing Giannis 4
Nah.
times a year.
No, you're right.
Type shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it would
Like,
definitely
I don't give
be-
a
it would
fuck about
definitely be
John
Minnesota.
Morant in the East.
right,
Yeah, it would
right.
definitely
If he could
Minnesota.
stay out of fucking legal
wait, I already
trouble.
said that.
Yeah.
Right.
That blue jersey's hard. The Grizzlies.
Yeah.
No, we already said that. Vancouver Grizzlies
Yeah,
is
my
like
bad,
the
my bad.
best
Right.
all time.
Ain't Vancouver? What? Ain't that's
It's Canada, but
Yeah.
they moved to Memphis.
There are no Grizzlies in Tennessee.
that's all I was gonna say. This shit all getting a
Yeah,
little.
they moved
from
to
Canada to Memphis, huh?
Yeah.
See how it circled back around?
Ah, look at that. Right.
and he beefing
We don't want to
with
hear you
Ja
say
Morant.
nigga no more.
He
Right.
beefing with
Who
Ja
is
And he
Morant.
beefing with
Ja
John Morant.
Morant?
Drake.
And he beefing with John Morant.
who is it beefing with him right now?
Who? With Ja?
Taylor Rooks.
If you smart,
Taylor Rooks said he'll drop that cash in a minute.
Who?
Taylor Rooks, my wife. My wife.
Hey,
my woman.
we
Taylor
gotta
Rooks.
end the pod, but
they asked her who in the NBA, who out of any pro athlete do you know if you asked them for $100,000 today, they drop that bag, no question. She said Ja Morant, like he done it before.
But I will say,
hey, shout out to Ja Morant.
Ja. Purchase gang.
Shout out to Ja Morant.
did you see
True shooter.
True shooter.
What's the nigga name that you saw on Twitter? I forgot. Jack was like visibly supporting Kendrick Lamar through this whole war.
Bro, he's married to Serena Williams.
No, that's Alexis. Alexis on
Reddit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Jack used to date Taylor Rooks, quote unquote. The plot thickens. We gotta end on this, Chris.
Oh man, this is everybody's excuse to fucking openly hate Drake, bro. And
because Dirty Mackin has never been cool,
bro, and it will always come back to you.
I'm not a Dirty Mac nigga.
It'll always come back to
Dirty
you.
Mac. I will do it.
Before we end,
Stepdaddy
speaking of
Chris.
Dirty Mackin, I gotta clear the air.
Okay.
This is the first time I've been on a guest on a podcast for a long time, and the last time I was a guest on somebody's podcast, I said some wild Dirty Mackin shit.
No.
Yeah, I did. So, for the record, for those who know, I want to send my greatest, immense apologies to Rico Riploy and his family for the irreverent comments I made. Man, this is probably like 2016.
Irreverent is a word that I've never heard before.
I made some.
So you did some shit, brother.
I made some outlandish comments
You said some
on
shit.
a friend's podcast, and it's something
Irreverent.
that's been sitting on my soul. And look, I'm a public facing person. You know what I'm saying? I stand on what I say. A lot of times I say a lot of wild shit. I feel like, I can back it up with either facts or hands. Your choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so
You know firsthand about that second one.
And so, a lot of people have a very polarizing opinion of me. You know what I'm saying? Whether you love me or you hate me, you have a polarizing opinion of me. And I can admit fault when I'm at fault, man. So I made some comments in 2016 about Rico and his fam, bro, and it was definitely on some weak young nigga shit, man. And I haven't had a platform to really say that, like, as a real nigga, as what I'm saying, coming from somebody, we were once friends. He supported me in all of my endeavors, man. And regardless of anybody listening knows what I'm talking about, Rico know what I'm talking about, and I wanna publicly and openly and with humility say, like, yeah, I made a mistake. I made some real trash comments, and I own that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Dirty Mackin never works. Dirty Mackin is not the way.
That's a good ending, though.
Straight up.
It is. Chris, you got
Straight up.
something to
If
say?
you know, you know.
Yeah, radio is a comedy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. That was a wild comment.
Shout out to my girl Brittany for that and bringing that into the forefront. I definitely have phone calls about that.
So you're allowed to laugh at that movie?
I got ticks.
No, she said it's a
this.
comedy, but there's people that were like, "Yo, y'all was
Yeah,
wild."
that's the last episode. Yeah,
And I just want her to know that I support you and your
that was a wild comment.
Radio,
So are we allowed to laugh at it?
Hell
Because it's a
yeah.
comedy.
Hell yeah! If Cuba would have did that
At
movie,
Cuba, you were allowed to laugh at Cuba at least.
yes.
Yeah.
If he would have did that between like 2016, 2018, 100% he would have hosted the Special Olympics.
Oh god,
Because
okay.
they wouldn't want him to pander to their cause.
We have to end it here.
like,
We have to end it on a
We
special
have to
Olympics.
end it here.
he would have had to go and been like, "Hey, I identify with you guys. I understand your struggle. I'm playing your role and I'm doing it justice."
Cut his mic.
100%. Am I lying?
He a
Am I lying?
and he a freaky ass nigga too, apparently.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
oh,
we
no.
gotta get out of here.
Shout out
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding. Shout out Terrence Howard. You know what I'm saying? Being the
Shout out
Galileo of our time.
Shout out
Being the motherfucking Michelangelo of our time. Who
That's a
saw
fact.
that curveball coming?
The mathin'. Science is not science anymore.
Who saw
Shout
that
out Terrence
curveball
Howard.
coming? This nigga's a savant.
could have been right, but when I was wrong,
Any
I was
closing
still
statements,
right.
y'all?
This nigga's Rain Man. Terrence Howard is Rain
Any
Man.
closing statements from
I'm
y'all?
good, brother.
He good?
Shout out to my number one best friend. That's all I gotta say.
Shout out Royal Blue. I love you, son.
Shout out to Royal Blue. Shout out to your brother too. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't have beef with your brother because I don't know him. But I did the little beat battle shit during the pandemic, and I played a beat, and he was like, "Turn this NBA Jams beat off." And I was
Who
like,
said that, Ricky?
"Yeah," in the comments because I was
Y'all
going
think
against.
I'm bad. Y'all think I'm
was going-
filterless.
I was
Rick?
going. I was going against Patillo. So that was his boy. That's his boy. I get it. But I watched Patillo.
Rick is me if I was 6'8".
Producer of the year, huh?
I watched Patillo. And not for nothing, when I had the beat battle, I don't know if Tuesday told you.
No.
I went in there and smoked them niggas, bro.
Did you?
That's Tuesday. He was there.
Just recently?
The one, yeah.
Word? Was I in it?
Nah.
So you ain't beat no real competition.
Well.
All right. And then that is the end
I smoked them niggas, bro. On God. But we ain't got to talk about that. Shout out to everybody that was participating.
I'm ass test.
Shout out Royal Blue. I'm also working on a children's book, so you know what I'm saying.
Dope. Dalton got kids. Y'all didn't even talk about kids this whole podcast.
We didn't have to.
We'll wrap.
Yeah. Y'all, Sagittarius,
shit,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Sagittarius.
Yeah. Same birthday.
Come on, man. That's
All
fucking
right.
wild.
I'm going to end on 11/28/90. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when's your birthday?
December 7th.
Mine too.
Big Sag.
Yeah, all right.
Big Sag is in the building.
Yeah.
Look, now we all got the same birthdays.
Chris' birthday's in January. He's lying. Take a motherfucker.
Well, end of January, so I'm in Aquarius. But we right there.
Rick's in Aquarius too.
Damn, that's probably
February
why.
1st.
We probably really supposed to be.
Y'all really should be locked in.
Yeah. But he said that comment. I just say let it
I
go.
just hit NBA jams.
He said some shit.
Apologize.
As far as
Next
that.
time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, he got to apologize. I know.
No,
it was
you
always
apologize.
Me?
Yeah, for playing that whack ass shit.
That shit was nigga. I chopped out Green before Kendrick.
Damn, my camera fucking. The
Walking
camera
down the
doing
whole
the floor
town.
right
Know he
now.
got some haul in him. You know what I'm saying? I came out. Yeah, I mean.
I hope it's good.
All right, we good though.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Triple D.